The Hello and welcome to the Inbetween podcast. I'm your host Joe Scorn and I'm joined here by Tony Tones at RT, and we are here to talk about E3 and nothing else.
I want to point, I'm going to tangerine for a little second though. Like legitimately, like from the webcam, it honestly is as if I'm not here. Like I can understand people saying.
I could turn the webcam on to you if you would.
No, I don't.
People have seen your hand and stuff.
True.
Before.
No, but we had like random. I think it was one. I think Dave might have said it. Like it looks like we're just not in the same room together.
Oh, yeah.
But I am. I'm actually here. Hang on, I'll do like an arm test. Oh.
There you go. You could not be here, but then we'd have terrible audio quality, and we go back to you constantly cutting out on your internet every 2 seconds.
Yeah. One day, in the future.
So, I've been playing like 50 different games.
Yeah, what the hell happened?
Oh, I need to put down another one.
Well, I played in Congo.
I played Heroes of the Storm last night as well.
Heroes of Storm.
Heroes of Storm.
New game.
New game. It's good.
Why are you playing Heroes of the Storm?
I got Saunders to install it, didn't I?
Oh, right.
And then I was playing it with Matt and Matt.
Saunders 1.
I started calling Matt 2 Cheese Slap now.
What?
To differentiate. Yeah, it's a thing. I'll show you later.
Okay,
Alright, Cheese Slap.
I don't understand.
Okay.
But okay.
You need to watch the video. Anyway,
Okay.
we'll start with talking about Kingdom Hearts has got a new DLC, so it's Q1 2020, PS4, Xbox One, and it's an action RPG.
Well,
Kingdom Hearts still isn't on PC, so
no.
I'm not going to play this. I don't want to play this. The story looks super stupid.
Yeah, there's also the remake of 7 and 8.
I saw this and it was like, so it's you, and it's like, oh, it's that anime character from Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
But like, this story looks so dumb.
The story is dumb.
Yeah. Because I kind of looked at 3 and was like, maybe if the gameplay's good, I could get into it. But then I was like, you know what?
How?
I don't know.
How am I doing the timestamps for this, by the way?
You write down the number.
Yeah, and then the game?
By conference.
Okay.
So just do I'm going to do Microsoft as one block.
Yeah.
We're doing them chronologically as they were. Because we're using this E329 recap website, which is super useful. Shout out to the guy who made this.
Yeah, it's really
page.
nicely styled and things. It's really good functionality.
He is. I saw it on Reddit. Yes, I don't know if it has his personal stuff on here.
At the bottom, there's something that. Yeah.
Contact us by email. I don't. Yeah. I saw a guy posted on Reddit.
There's a social button. But...
No, but that basically, when you click on the social button, it goes. You can tweet out a link to this website.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay.
Speaking of tweeting things out, I didn't even tweet we were live, so not that it matters.
I mean, we'll guess one
E3. Yeah, someone will randomly be going through Twitter and they'll be looking for the smiley face with sunglasses emoji.
At Tesla.
Okay.
You can follow Mojang support Tesla and SpaceX.
I'm following Mojang support. Okay, I gotta. Before we talk about Microsoft, I gotta tell some beef. They still haven't updated us on when the multiplayer is coming back to Minecraft Classic. Support the classic servers, Mojang. Come on. I've been following Mojang's status for a while.
Yeah.
Because they've said it's been since May 8th.
Wait, Realms was down for a bit. What the hell?
Look, Mojang states, we've temporarily disabled multiplayer for Minecraft Classic on May 8th, which is fucking, 3 months ago? February, March.
No, May was the one before June.
Okay, so it's been
a month. It's been a month and a half.
We haven't had an update on Minecraft Classic multiplayer for 7 weeks. Come on, guys. As a member of the Classic community, I would love to play some multiplayer Minecraft Classic.
I'm so disappointed with this community. But the Realms was back down at some point, apparently.
I've never used Realms. So.
It's just paid servers.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of Microsoft hosted servers.
Big YouTubers have Realms because they can easily advertise it. So
yeah. Okay.
Outer
Worlds coming to Xbox Game Pass. So it was a Epic Games Store exclusive, but it seems like loads of games that were on Epic Games are now also on Xbox Game Pass as well.
You can't buy the game, but it's with the Game Pass, I believe.
Yeah.
That's what we figured out.
So the
So
way
that's how they get around the
because,
exclusivity loophole.
maybe we should, before you look at this, we should talk about Xbox Game Pass for PC was announced. So we talked about how Xbox is massively expanding their Xbox Game Pass to PC now.
Yeah.
So you can now get the PC Game Pass, which is different to the Xbox Game Pass. Because I've been using the Xbox Game Pass, which lets you stream Play Anywhere titles. As you can see, Metro Exodus, that was an Epic Game Store exclusive, but it's now on the Game Pass. So the Xbox one would allow you to play Anywhere titles, because if it's a Play Anywhere title, you have to be able to play it on Xbox and Windows 10. And there was only about a few games, maybe 10 to 15 games, like Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, that sort of stuff, Gears of War 4.
You find it weird because they're also like saying it's like they're releasing games on Steam, like
they are now.
Yeah. Because like the definitive edition for Age of Empires was coming.
Well, they know because I think the thing they make a lot of money from, the Gears 5 as well is another big one they need.
Well, Halo probably sell a lot
because they said a lot of people will get the Games Pass for cheap because it's announced for I think it's £4 a month, which is actually pretty reasonable. That's less than a Netflix subscription. And there's going to be about over 100 different games you can play on there, so it actually looks really good. I don't think it's as... They haven't announced an annual subscription, and I don't know if they will, because an annual subscription would be like, with a discount on it, would be like a cinch. Because Origin has the 1 year of Origin access for £20, which is really good.
Most year things are either you do like a good price, or you go like, oh, it's 10 months for 12 months, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or the price of 10 months for 12 months. Yeah, I assume they're not going to do that, because then they just want to make all the money. But I mean, it's still a good price, so I don't want to knock it.
Still really good price. Over 100 games. They've announced tons of partners.
Yeah.
They also announced that Double Fine is now a Microsoft studio. So Tim Schafer came on stage and they were like, I forgot to do something. I did the bingo for all of these.
Showed the bingo. You did, didn't you?
Yeah. Podcast.
You have a bingo folder?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, you have a bingo folder? Oh my god.
So, this is the one for Microsoft. Green. There we go. They got a grade of 10. So, we got a release date for Ori 2.
Did you get a grade of 10?
Yeah, from what I saw. I didn't watch all of the conferences, like, the whole way through. I was watching YouTube highlights. So they just put like the highlights in of the conference. And I did it from that. I watched the whole of the Devolver Digital one because it was only like 20 minutes, 40 minutes long. So
I don't understand some of these though. Like, what's the transformation into a brand?
Don't know. Conference was actually chock full of new announcements like they were last year. Big still unreleased title from previous years ignored. Minecraft. We got that.
Cyberpunk 2077 is drastically reworked. No,
I don't think it was.
No, it wasn't.
But
they just had Keanu Reeves on it.
They definitely had Randy Pitchford, and they showed. Do they have Randy Pitchford at this one? And I think Randy Pitchford was on this one. Yeah, I think it was at Microsoft, and he was like showing off Borderlands 3. And I was like, oh, everyone hates Randy Pitchford, but we still want. The thing, he's just being held up by Borderlands success right now because people really want to play Borderlands.
What is Pierre Molyneux there for? Pierre Molyneux's back.
I wish he was on. I wish he was on it because I really wanted Pete Molyneux to come on stage and announce a new experience.
Do people not realize like he's not like affiliated with Xbox or Microsoft at all?
No, because he has his 22 Can Studios, right? So he's like
independent. He wouldn't really. Be...
Oh, what if what's his name?
Sean Murray?
No, the Xbox guy with the T-shirt.
Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer from what was it? Those home improvement shows. Doesn't he have the same name as like a UK TV presenter as well?
I don't know. I think you're right, but I can't.
Because I think I ticked. Phil has another. He has another epic T. He always wears an epic T-shirt.
He wears indie T-shirts, right?
Out of all of like the people who are running like all the big game companies, I think since Reggie's retired and they got Bowser now, I think Phil is actually one of the people who's actually the most in touch with the gaming community.
I've actually always liked Phil Spencer though. Like I think he's done some.
Well, Xbox started off with like gamers love Doritos and Mountain Dew. We need to push that, but now they're actually like, you know what?
But
we're Microsoft. We know PC gamers
feel
and Xbox gamers.
I
you
feel
know,
like
play
Phil-
how you want to play.
Yeah, I feel like Phil was never in charge of that. I feel like he was like told that he had to do that. But now he's like more in charge. I don't know.
Because you have like Xbox, and then you look at fucking Todd Howard,
Oh,
and then you're like, oh god. But yeah,
and there's always Devolver Digital. As
try and
well.
do bingo every year. It's pretty fun. I didn't watch all of them live because
Yeah,
there were some of them were on like the PC gamer ones on at like a nice time.
Yeah.
But then like Squeenix was in like fucking 2 a.m. or something like that. And I was like, nah, I'm just
But
gonna.
I find even PC gamer I had to skip some of the stuff. So
I watched it live because Day 9 was there, and I loved Day 9. And then I was watching the Magic Invitational as well. And Day 9 was hosting that, and I was like, Day 9's just everywhere.
Yeah.
Because he also did the Dota one as well.
Yeah.
I was like, more Day 9. Good.
People like Day 9.
I like Day 9.
I like Day 9.
Anyway. But
Doesn't do StarCraft
so I
anymore,
think
though.
so to get the new Xbox so that instead of downloading them from the Windows Store, they now have a Windows 32 app now that you can download from the website. You have to be on the May 10th Windows update, which you have to manually opt into, which I did. Check if there's any issues before you do that you might not want. You're right, Dave.
You do technically have a backup system now as of the October update. Yeah, or it might be technically January update, but yeah.
So this is the beta for it. So this is Xbox Game Pass for PC specifically, which is different from Xbox Game Pass through Play Anywhere titles on PC. Because I know it can be really confusing, but they're trying to like make a pass just for PC with like tons of games similar to because it's the Xbox Game Pass for PC was pretty gimped, right? Compared to the Xbox One, because on the Xbox One you had tons of games, like only a few of them were Play Anywhere titles. But with this, they're partnering up with lots of people
to try and port it or just make it a PC version.
It's the year of gaming subscriptions. There's Stadia, Origin Access, Uplay's making one. Uplay's fucking making one that's only Ubisoft ones that no one's going to use.
What? Okay.
And I think they're partnering with Stadia as well, so you can
weren't they? Yeah.
You can use Uplay through Google Stadia, but yeah. I've been testing this out a little bit. Don't know. It's £1 for 1 month for this, but I think it's only for new customers. But I don't know if being an Xbox Game Pass customer counts. If my Xbox Game Pass for Xbox runs out and I can get this for £1, I'll probably just pick it up again and try some of these other titles because I'll play Metro Exodus or like the 100 other games you can play. It's pretty cool.
Oh, you get 2060 first, then play Metro.
But yeah, you do need Windows 10, which you don't have.
Not yet, no.
You said you were going to upgrade once they stop security updates.
Well, I've said it before, but yeah. Actually, saying that the new Windows 7 update bring up a dialogue menu saying like, oh, January 20th, 2020 is going to be this last security update.
When I manually upgraded to this the May 10th update, it says the update you're on is running out of support already. So they're really pushing their cycles forward for all of the updates. Yeah. Right? So yeah, we'll go back to the game. So we were looking at the Out of Worlds, which was an Epic Game Store exclusive, but now through Xbox PC Game Pass.
Yeah, it's still technically you can only buy it on. If you want to own the game yourself, go through Epic. But if you want to play it, you don't have to go through Epic.
This looks really good from what I've seen. We did look at some gameplay like a couple of podcasts ago. Yeah, it looked kind of interesting. It was early like alpha.
They're still in the advertising. They're still heavily pushing
Stellaris.
They're still heavily pushing like you can do anything you want. So
well, it's what is it? ZeniMax, right? ZeniMax. Obsidian. That's the one.
The original makers of Fallout.
That's the one.
And
New Vegas. Yeah, the good one.
Yeah, all the good ones actually.
Yeah.
1, 2, and New Vegas are cracking.
I like 3.
3's also really good, but that is actually Bethesda, so...
Yeah. That's Bethesda, but...
That's Bethesda, the old Bethesda.
Yeah.
New Bethesda's
started Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Fallout 4.
But no, this still looks really good, and...
Pretty much just like a cinematic trailer.
I think, honestly, going back to the Game Pass, I think I'm actually going to have to get the Xbox game.
The PC one.
PC, Xbox.
Well, you need Windows 10. Yeah. And you need the May 10 update, which you have to manually opt into in your settings.
I still need to figure out how.
If you manually opt into your settings, though, be careful, because if you manually opt into an update, Windows then goes, oh, if you keep checking for updates and you're manually opting in updates, you probably want to test out beta features. And there was an update that deleted a load of people's documents that they just got randomly put into. So be careful with that. If you go into your settings, you can postpone updates by 7 days. So
I'll be honest. I think you can postpone updates indefinitely under certain circumstances, but you have to be. Yeah, you have to do some editing. But
so The Outer Worlds is coming out October 25th. PS4, Xbox One.
I'll pick up for my birthday.
Game Pass
On the Epic Game Store. To be fair, the shopping cart will be in by then.
Now this is game Bleeding Edge. Xbox One's Windows PvP. It's made by Ninja Theory.
Yeah.
Hellblades: As Soon as Sacrifice.
I was really confused by this.
Actually, it looked kind of fun though.
Yeah.
We got announced last year that Ninja Theory was now an Xbox, Microsoft exclusive developer, right?
Hmm.
So the game actually looked kind of fun, and I was like, I'm not going to buy this, but if it's on Xbox Game Pass, I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of games now that, I wouldn't buy them, but I'll check them out.
They did DMC as well, didn't they? DMC.
Devil Might Cry.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So weird, like the types of games they do. Like,
to look at the next big release. It's right here. Minecraft Dungeons. Xbox Game Studios, Q2 2020.
I'm still not sold by this.
So this is going to be a running theme throughout E3. The big winner of E3, thanks to Jim's video, was 2020 because no games are actually getting released in 2019. They're all coming in 2020.
And all of them either going to be killed by Cyberpunk, or they've decided to go before, or very much after.
So we got Minecraft Dungeons. We actually saw gameplay reveal, which actually, I'm going to be honest, Minecraft Dungeons actually looks really fun.
Okay.
As a co-op ARPG.
I'm glad they got the shaders in it though.
Well, it's a completely different game to Minecraft, right? They don't have to use the Minecraft engine. It's all pre-rendered stuff.
So
made in the Minecraft style. You think this is running in Java, Danny?
Oh, yeah. No.
This is all running in Java.
I'll tell you, okay, this actually looks like, I don't know what, I think it's probably C-based, like, like the animation engines.
C++?
Yeah, the animation engines that where people make Minecraft animations in. That's what this looks like.
Blender or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what people do. I know Blender's used for stuff and Source Filmmaker as well.
I don't know. Like some parts I'm like, yeah, okay, it looks kind of cool. And other parts I'm just like, okay.
Co-op. I like the names. Look, Illager 1, Mook Dungeoner, Golem Slayer, Dark Enchanter 1.
Realistic. That's true.
That's the kind of name I would have.
Not Vision 420.
I don't know. No. But yeah, that looks really fun. And
okay.
Xbox Game Pass.
It looks interesting. I'll
Xbox
give
Game
it that.
Pass.
Yeah.
This was okay. So we're going.
We'll do that one last.
Well, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Xbox Game Pass, February 11th, 2020. I fucking love Ori and the Blind Forest. Probably my game of 2015.
Yeah.
If I played it in 2015, so I think I played it in 2016.
Game was 2016 then.
If you've seen my Spotlight of Fee, you know I kind of love artistic platformers, and this game is fantastic. If you love Metroidvania games or platformers, definitely check this out. This is like one of my favorite games of all time. It's fantastic.
I think I prefer this
super excited
game
for
than
the sequel.
The first game, but I think just because of the.
There's definitely more bosses in this from what we saw in the trailer.
Shame we can't listen to music though. But
we've had to mute all the trailers because
look at that.
We don't know what's copyrighted music or not, and it could mute the VOD. Would be really bad. But the boss, this is like I think in the first one you only really have one against like an owl boss at the end, which is really fucking scary. So at the end of Ori, you're like running away from an owl and the forest is on fire and you're just trying to run. It has a lot of like these sections where it's like the floor is lava and you constantly have to keep moving.
I think I just like the more creepy.
Well, at the end, but the main game is like just slow-paced Metroidvania, exploring new areas, getting new powers to explore different areas. Metroidvania.
Also, I also really like that font, by the way.
Beautiful.
It is.
That is coming February 11th, 2020. Another 2020 Xbox Game Pass.
I can't wait for 2020, Jay.
I can't wait for 2077.
2020.
April 16th, 2020 is when this is coming out. 2020, of course. And
I think this is the big winner.
this is the big winner. We had a surprise. Wait, we should watch this one first.
Yeah.
I can transcribe it because I remember what he was saying.
I don't know exactly what he was saying. Giving a heads. Samurai. Yeah. That's you.
We are a samurai.
I think that's just like your
Our tag.
Yeah.
In the future, in Neopolis,
like you're like
we got cool names
because
like
your
samurai,
in Mass Effect, your
laser, blade,
laser blade, lasers,
blazer,
blazers. That's not futuristic.
I was doing a dodgeball joke.
I love this guy though. I don't know why.
He looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool arm.
Yeah, his arm's really cool. Must have been expensive though.
It's so strange watching this without the sound.
Yeah.
Basically, he's like, "Fuck you," get shot. You're like, "Oh no, they're gonna kill me." They start strangling you.
So I assume this is like near the start of the game, right?
Cyberpunk looks really cool.
Yeah.
And I think that we're gonna get like an alpha. We're gonna get like a playable demo at because we haven't really seen it being played yet.
No, technically.
No one's really. It's just like showing off gameplay, but I think we're gonna see it at PAX. I think the next PAX they're gonna show off like an alpha demo.
It was still technically a vertical slice, but
cutting off arms. Oh, speaking about cutting off limbs.
What?
The new EA Star Wars game is not gonna have dismemberment in it, and I was like, what? And it's like people are noting how LucasArts doesn't allow people to have dismemberment in their games. I think the only Star Wars game that has dismemberment in it is I think it was either KOTOR or Jedi Academy.
Yeah.
I like the only games where you can have dismemberment. You can dismember robots.
You're missing this big reveal, John.
Oh, okay. Wake the fuck up, samurai.
We've got a city to burn.
Yeah. It's fucking Keanu Reeves, everyone. Everyone was like, what the fuck is happening?
They made a second surprise, which I wasn't expecting myself.
Well, it's the full presentation with him walking out. And then fucking Keanu Reeves comes out.
How'd they manage that?
Well, they said apparently CJ Projekt Red just approached Keanu Reeves and they were like, you want to be in Cyberpunk? And he was like, yeah, okay. That's apparently how it went down. From what I've heard.
Yeah, I went on GOG yesterday and like the top trailer has the Keanu Reeves one on. Like the first trailer is Keanu Reeves. Like they know what they're doing.
So we had a really cool heckler in the crowd. It was like, this is breathtaking.
Keanu Reeves like this game is breathtaking.
I can show audio for this.
That's not copy. That's just some music. Maybe.
How's it going?
I love how happy he is though. I actually forgot how crazy the crowd went.
Well, they always EA's notorious for doing the bring a celebrity on stage trick at E3, right?
Yeah. But never Keanu Reeves.
No. Yeah, The Witcher 3, baby. Yeah. You believe this man is like 50 years old?
I know, it's crazy. Like him and like Will Smith are other like being ageless. Like
people are saying like the Matrix is like a huge inspiration for like games like this.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. This is like the best thing to happen and the worst thing to happen at the same time.
Like created the worst thing, but
the E3 of hecklers. You're breathtaking. So apparently, after he said that, CJ Project Red got the heckler in the crowd a free copy of Cyberpunk 2077, which then led to every single conference. Somebody was then heckling in the crowd, trying to make people laugh and get free games. Especially in the Bethesda one.
That's because they were drunk.
Before the Bethesda conference, fucking, I don't know, Todd Howard or someone went around with bottles of whiskey and just started handing them out to everyone. Because everyone had to be as drunk as possible.
And over half of the people were employees as well.
Yeah.
So they got their own employees drunk to be at their E3.
Yeah.
So I blame Bethesda entirely for their own hecklers. So.
Yeah.
But Cyberpunk, big winner.
Big winner, looks really good.
That's Keanu Reeves then.
Big announcement. Battletoads. Rare.
Moving on, Battletoads.
Oh god, unmuted. The Xbox logo is copyrighted. I can't show it.
I think Microsoft's actually pretty good with
There's a big meme. I think this game exists just because it's a meme at this point. I'm honest. People were like, kept calling up GameStops and asking for Battletoads. And then Microsoft's like,
alright,
it's a big enough meme. We can probably get people to buy Battletoads.
To be fair though, I really like the art style though. Like
you said some people were shitting on it.
Some people said, I don't know why. Like in during the video, he like kind of elaborated, like saying, I don't know why people don't like this, but I really love the art style. I also really love the art style. I don't know if people really like the old Battletoads so much they don't like the new stuff. I don't know. Maybe they're expecting like a, I don't know, like a more faithful recreation.
Because I really hate the new art style of Peggle, so I can see where they're coming from there.
But I don't really care about Battle. I didn't even know Battletoads existed. This
reminds me of the art style of Peggle a little bit as well. The new Peggle games on the Xbox.
I don't know. I really like this. I have no affiliation with them. Affiliation, what's the word? Like admiration for the original, so I never played it.
Oh shit, we got Battletoads, Dave. But we got Battletoads. That exists. It's coming at some point. They also announced a new Microsoft Flight Simulator in 2020. It's always cool to see a new flight simulator, especially when it's in like 4K. There's a car driving past.
I think it's more than a car.
It's a bus or something.
Yeah. Okay.
So they showed off.
Sorry, it was a plane.
They showed off those sinking islands in Dubai. Have you heard about those?
Yeah.
Dubai's so rich that they've started building their own islands.
Yeah.
But then the islands are also sinking into the ocean. Mm-hmm. So like anything they build on there are just going to disappear within like the next 10 years or something.
I think it's because they're technically because like Japan started land reclamation projects. I think Dubai technically did it first, but I think it was Japan technology.
There was an Asian country that has the world's smallest. I think it might be Hong Kong. I'll look this up. But I think Hong Kong is built on like the ocean because they needed a land big enough to land planes.
Oh yeah, UK made it. Before we go back, we made at the time the biggest airport. But yeah, it's on reclaimed land.
Reclaimed land, I think it is.
Yeah. 130 hectares of land from the open waters.
Yeah, so Hong Kong's like a big example of like reclaimed land and how like a tiny little part of China.
It was really weird. Like we were about to give Hong Kong back to China. We're like, we'll build the biggest airport the world's ever seen.
We're gonna build the biggest airport
like,
the North's ever seen.
Fuck?
Crazy shit's going down in Hong Kong at the moment.
Yeah, they're trying to push. Basically, when we gave Hong Kong back, they were a separate entity.
And now China wants it back.
Really trying to, I say slowly, quickly implement laws to try and... Because I don't know if you know this, but in China, like, they're split into like these weird regions. And they're trying their best to connect everyone together and make all the laws uniform and to stop like the xenophobia in between each other. And they're trying to do that with Hong Kong, but Hong Kong are like, no, we don't like
because there was a new law that would let them like extradite political prisoners, which would just mean that they could capture anyone and just bring them to mainland China.
Technically, they're just doing it for like a normal. I think was it a murderer or was it like? How
do we talk about video games? I mean, we always start talking about Chinese politics.
But it's technically just trying to extradite like a murderer or someone like that. But everyone's like, no, this is just smokescreen to try and get political.
Yeah, but then like. Over. Because if it was in like the US, they could be like, "Oh, Edward Snowden, he's a political prisoner. We need him back." Like that sort of thing.
So that's what they don't want. So yeah, there's huge protests. For China, everybody.
And they're suppressing the protest as well.
Yeah, there's been a lot of like heavy police violence used against the protests.
Interesting world we're
Hong
living
Kong
in now.
doesn't seem to. The people of Hong Kong don't seem to care too much.
So, if you go on this website and you see anything crossed out, it's because I looked at it and I wasn't interested in it. But
we've already talked about it before.
already talked about it before.
Because we've got Jedi Fallen Order.
But if you see like Blair Witch and you go, that looks interesting, go to this website and check out all the E3 reveals and look at anything we didn't go over. I've had to cut back a lot because we just didn't have enough time. So
also, we don't care about sports games.
Also, I immediately
Yeah.
cut out FIFA and Madden because I don't play those games. But if you're interested in those, check them out. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. Check that out quickly. Q3 2019 coming out this year.
Yeah.
Tell Tony not to go to Hong Kong. They would extradite you back to China for your skeleton crimes. It's funny.
It's not safe in Hong Kong.
What was going on in Blizzard was censoring any talk about the Hong Kong protests to appeal to China.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Even though, because people are like, but you can't play Diablo and World of Warcraft in China. But it's like, no, you can. They have like edited versions.
Yeah.
So like the undead race in World of Warcraft is completely covered up because you can't show skeletons in China still.
I want to see.
And then Diablo's like different. They have tons of microtransactions because Chinese people love phone games and microtransactions. Or they know.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. Okay, can we go back to this a second?
What did you want to go back to?
Michael was telling me that did not like the idea of the remastered audio. They like the graphics and like the look of it, all the graphics and the look of all the people like perfect.
The graphics are
but they've changed the remastering of the audio isn't remastering, it's like redoing. And it wasn't.
I really do love how they've faithfully recreated the look of Age of Empires 2,
but in like modern,
modern 4K textures.
Yeah.
I hate RTS games, but Age of Empires 2 is like one of my favorite games of all time. I love Age of Empires 2.
It looks really cool.
Maybe check this out. Xbox Game Pass and Steam. That was the big thing. It's coming to Steam. So
both 1 and 2 were coming to Steam almost the same time. Well, not the same time, but announced at the same time. Pretty much. Definitive
edition.
Yeah.
But the audio might not be definitive, according to Michael.
I think that's what he said. I can't actually remember. I feel like that's what happened, but we'll see.
Wasteland 3. I thought this looked kind of interesting. It's In Exile Entertainment, who is...
I don't remember. What did they do before?
What did they make? Because they're now a studio.
It's Wastelands. Okay.
This is Wasteland. Oh, they made the previous Wasteland games. I don't know about.
I thought it's actually the same people who made the other Wastelands. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I don't know these guys very well.
I thought the game looked interesting though. It was like a post-apocalyptic kind of game. It's set in Colorado.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
I don't know.
It looks kind of XCOM-y.
Yeah.
Kind of like an RPG as well.
I don't know. I think Wasteland 2. When it first came out. I might check this out, but I never did. I think this might be another one of those games, to be honest. But I don't know.
This is one I was like, we can briefly talk about. If you're interested in that, check it out.
That's cool.
I thought we briefly talk about Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga 2020. I was like, oh, they're gonna put all of the Star Wars games into one. That would be really useful. But I think this is a remake, maybe.
I'm not sure.
I don't know how it works. I don't know enough about Lego games to know.
I own a lot of them, but I don't play them. I do really like the Lego.
Reveals a new game features. Most expansive game, probably most expensive as well. Just putting them all together. They put all 9 films into one game. Some of the ways gameplay has been tweaked. Okay, so they have tweaked some of the gameplay for the earlier games that had different gameplay, right?
Okay, so they've put them in but remastered it and changed it.
Instead of just having a hub world, each setting feels lived in and malleable in its own way. Star Wars is huge. So I thought it was interesting that they put all the Star Wars games into one game. Because, Star Wars games are fun. I like playing them.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that they just put them into one package. And then they can put it on the Xbox Game Pass. And it's coming to Linux as well. This Wasteland game.
Yeah, I think they've always supported other OSs.
Steam's no longer supporting Ubuntu, so
Yeah, I think that's because Ubuntu's being sitting on their ass.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like, don't quote me on that, but I feel like Ubuntu's doing some, like, not doing much.
But that's 2020. I clicked on this because it was a it was a deer game, and I remember the deer from Fee, and it was a game about looking after a deer, and I remember the deer that got stolen from me in the Fear spotlight, in the Fee spotlight, and I was like, no, don't take my deer. It's an artsy game. I gotta put it on the list.
Okay.
Way to the Woods.
Why?
That looks interesting.
Does it?
You haven't seen the epic gameplay yet. It's an artsy game with a deer, so I'm gonna put it on the list.
But which part were you most intrigued with? Like, all of it?
The art.
Right now?
The gameplay didn't look that interesting, but the art looked great. It looks like it might be kind of like a Journey game.
Yeah.
And I didn't like Journey.
There's like a slower Journey.
But I liked how it looked. That was like the main thing for me.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll move on. Gears 5.
Who doesn't like Gears?
What do we want to put on? They're adding the Terminator. Let's show that.
Yeah, go on then.
Because apparently, whoever has the Terminator license has given it to everyone. Because they also, in Dead by Daylight's other game, Death Wish, I think it's called, Blood Harvest. Because they released that game. It did terribly.
Yeah.
And then they re-released it as Death Guard and Blood Harvest, and they like changed a bunch of stuff, and they re-released it as an early access. I think it's doing a lot better now, because there's a new Terminator film coming out as well, I think. So they're trying to like push the Terminator now, so you can play the Terminator in Gears 5.
Interesting. So they're trying to make their media presence a lot bigger. But,
and Death Garden has a DLC, I think, where you can now play as the Terminator. Where is it? Terminator set, here it is. They're also having like the Terminator in their game as well.
To be fair, I would love to play as Terminator.
So this game's kind of like DBD, but it's more like you have guns and abilities and stuff rather than a killer against four survivors that aren't armed.
It's more like Predator, where it's like one guy versus or lots of people with guns against one person with more guns.
It's still the idea of a 1v4 sort of system from the Behavior Interactive guys. Or Behavior Digital, I guess. They might be a slightly different team.
They changed their name.
I guess they're Behavior Digital now. Incorporated, okay.
And they self-published, I always forget about that. Yeah, okay.
So Gears 5, September 10th, 2019, coming out this year. They added an escape mode, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Yeah. What? Okay, can I have a question? Why is it so spaced out there in the little age rating thing? That's why I was confused. But like, is this that like they had other stuff and they removed it? Or am I just being a conspiracy theorist? So
I think this is gonna be like the zombie escape mode. If you've ever played Counter-Strike, Go.
So hang on. So when you escape, how do you escape those games? That you just try and like.
Basically, in zombie mod, right?
Yeah.
Someone starts as a zombie. There's tons of humans. You'll go and hide or camp in boxes. Someone stabs you and turns you into a zombie, and then you have to try and turn everyone into a zombie. Oh, okay. And the whole idea of the game is you're just waiting for a timer to count down, right? Then Zombie Escape, which is the game mode I prefer myself, is someone turns into a zombie, you're constantly having to move through a level.
Yeah. And
then there's different stops and stuff. So say you're on a ship, right? And then there's a bomb about to go off, and you're constantly having to keep moving through the ship. And then at one point, you get to a choke point where it's like you have to wait 5 seconds for this door to open, and the zombies have a chance to, pick some of you off.
Yeah. Okay. So these are more like techno zombies, though.
Sorry.
The guys behind them, like, they have weird faces.
You're setting off like an acid bomb, and you have because you're like blowing up this hive, right, of the locusts. They're called in this game. So I've played the first one of this game.
Locusts were definitely the main bad guys at one point, but who are those guys? Those were the red faces, the red robotic faces.
I always thought the chainsaw guns were cool in this game.
Yeah.
I might play Gears 4 at some point because it's on the Xbox Game Pass. Play anywhere.
Fourth game? I thought the fourth game was really boring.
I heard people say really good things about it. Actually,
The third game that was really boring. I don't know.
I don't really remember. I don't keep up with the story or anything. It's just a
Yeah.
game I'm going to go and kill a load of people with chainsaw guns in, so it doesn't matter too much to me.
No, yeah, this looks interesting though.
But yeah, they're going to add an escape mode to Gear 5, which is really cool.
September 10th, not 2020.
We got another trailer for Dying Light, which is cool. That's 2020 as well. I don't know how interesting the podcast is going to be this week if you've seen E3, because we're literally just going to go through trailers and be like, this trailer was shown at E3. This is a cinematic trailer. You don't have much to say about this.
Yeah, I haven't played Dying Light, so...
Dying Light's really good. I recommend it.
Yeah, it looks really good.
So I'm hyped for Dying Light 2. And we talked about before, we got more information about Dead Island 2, which still exists.
Thank God.
Because Techland were the original developers of Dead Island, and they went on to make Dying Light, which I think is a vastly better game.
Yeah.
But not to say Dead Island wasn't good. It was...
Okay.
It's one of those games that's okay with friends, but I wouldn't play it by myself.
No.
And Dead Island Riptide, me and Dave played in like a free weekend, so yeah.
I think they don't really show much, to be honest, in this trailer.
Just a little cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
But we did see before, like in the other gameplay stuff, like you can make choices that affect the story in this one. Looks really interesting.
Yeah.
This is a quick one. Forza Horizon 4, they're adding fucking Lego cars to Forza. They look really fun. I love Lego.
I like the look of the people over the cars, but
really?
the cars are really cool as well.
Yeah. And this is, of course, everything we're talking about is probably Xbox Game Pass, so just assume it is. State of Decay 2, I played the intro tutorial for this because I want to play it in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So, I think it's got like drop in, drop out kind of play, but you join other people's games. So I wanted to play the intro tutorial first. So I'll talk about that next week probably. But they're announcing they're adding more content for Heartland, which basically you're going to get new characters and go back to the setting of the first game.
Oh, okay.
This is the first story DLC that they've released for this game. I've heard mixed things about this game, but I'm definitely going to check it out because it's an interesting premise.
Yeah, the mixed things I was confused with, like, they break some stuff that works in the original or something.
I don't know. When I got into my game, I was just setting up a base.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. You get to like walk around in a fully 3D world, but it's also like you have like base management sort of thing.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Have a little rest.
Yeah, a little sit down. But I think when your character dies, it's like permadeath.
Oh, okay.
You have to like make another character because they all have stats.
Yeah.
So it's like you want to try and keep on.
You collect
your
characters as well, right?
Yeah, so you build like a camp, right?
But when the character dies, they're gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No one's ever really gone.
Except in this game.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know that much. I haven't played State of Decay 1.
Yeah,
so I honestly don't know that much about the game apart from the tutorial.
I know a lot of people like it, but...
I'm definitely going to get more information about this. This is out now.
Yeah.
So I
find
can't play
the zombies
the
in this
DLC.
quite creepy, though.
Well.
I kind of like them.
They kind of remind me of the Dying Light ones, where in Dying Light you have normal zombies, and then when it turns night, you have like these green glowing hunters that come for you. Elden Ring I put in here to be announced, but this is the Japanese Dark Souls game with George R.R. Martin helping on this.
Yeah.
So it's, George, Game of Thrones mixed with Dark Souls, which is going to be really interesting. We basically just saw a cinematic trailer for this, but this already reminds me of like the White Walkers kind of like hands being chopped off and stuff. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. Project Scarlet got announced. Project Scarlet's coming in 2020. This is the new Xbox console, basically.
Xbox 2.
The Xbox One 2. The old Xbox One 2. Project Scarlet. What was the other one called? Project...
Scorpion? Oh, no,
Project Nadal was Kinect.
Yeah.
Project... I don't remember what the Xbox One project name was.
No.
Or the Xbox One XS.
One S was Scorpion.
Project Scorpion, that's what it was.
I don't know what the Xbox One was.
It was the Xbox... Do you remember these fake It's gonna be the Xbox 720, dude.
Well, the round one. I remember.
There was tons. Yeah, the Xbox 720.
Oh, look at the
It's
controller.
the Xbox 720, dude. It's coming out.
I love that. I love that middle one. Like, what you can do with that middle analog stick? Yeah, I remember the round one like all the time.
Is this copyrighted music? Xbox 720, dude. Here we go.
I don't. Yeah, that's just
so epical, guys. We got the Project Scarlet's been announced.
Oh, CD in the front like that. Look at that.
Project Scarlet's been announced. This is a game-breaking footage. The Wii 2. The Wii 2's been announced. The Wii phone. I love this video. It's so stupid. Yeah, there's people talking about how good the Project Scarlet is. I don't really care.
Without showing Project Scarlet.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's gonna be next level. It's gonna be HDR, 60
8K,
FPS,
120
8K.
FPS.
And then the last thing we'll talk about, I'll just talk about the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2. Basically,
this actually just really
what
cool.
they said is it's like $100, £100 controller, but they made the thumbsticks feel more like the Xbox 360 one, which a lot of people were complaining about.
Didn't they also make this compatible across all the Xboxes?
Yeah, but the thing is, it'd be a controller that you'd use for PC.
Yeah.
And you'd get it just so you could have tension like the Xbox 360 controller.
Yeah.
Why not just get an Xbox 360 controller for like 15 quid?
Oh, because some other stuff that I prefer, because you can, I think you could change some other options out, which you couldn't do, I think.
It's cool that they got it feeling like the 360 controller like people wanted, but I don't really see the point in getting it.
There's other stuff that's like, they added like, I think more premium, more long-lasting stuff to it as well, so, I don't know. I'm more interested in this than the Xbox controller, so.
Right, but it is an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
It's going to be like the 360 one, because of the tension control.
Yeah, but better.
Okay. Define better.
I can't.
Yeah.
NDA.
The last big reveal, Q4 2020, so the end of 2020. New Halo game. We only got really a cinematic. He's like, oh, my kids, they're dying. Oh, wait, what's that? It's Master Chef. It's Greg.
Chef.
It's Greg from Master Chef. Gonna put a banging donk on it. We didn't get to see any gameplay. I didn't think we would. Halo Infinite is coming 2020. Xbox Game Pass as well, as everything will be from Microsoft. So, yeah, check that out. We'll move on to everyone's favourite console. Everyone's favourite developer. Bethesda. They were next. Fallout 76. Let's talk about the stupid stuff they announced. They announced Fallout 76 Battle Royale, which has been out for like a couple of weeks.
I watched Critical Play it. It's a fucking mess.
It's so broken.
They added invisibility to it for some reason, and it's so
Isn't
fucking
it also
stupid.
tied to your 76 character as well?
I think no, you can make it. It's you can play it free as well.
Yeah. No, it was free for Fallout 76 was free for a week, and I almost thought about playing it, and then I was like,
no,
you know what? I don't want to play this.
But no, you can create a new character for this, I think. Because Gregor made a new character, not the one he played with 76. You nukes there. Like your nuke broke the game.
You're running away from the nukes that are going off, and that's the nuclear winter battle royale. That's the circle.
Yeah.
I know. I watched people playing this. It looked pretty shit.
It is really shit.
Bethesda's run out of ideas. I don't know why they haven't made Fallout 76 completely free to play, because they made it free to play for a week. It should just be free to play now. So, I forgot. Bethesda bingo. Let's have a look at that quickly. 11 they got. Attempted to milk cash from fans. Doom looks really good.
Can I just say,
what?
Creation Club, it might not have been an E3, but fucking hell did they release a Creation Club update breaking my Skyrim mods for Special Edition.
Bastards.
Yeah, so I had to wait until SKSC and Race Menu were updated because Bethesda wanted to add 4 new mods to the store. Fuck you, Bethesda.
Bethesda refused to accept that Fallout 76 failed, I think, pretty much, yeah. Yeah.
All this is like on Creation Club stuff, which they didn't even talk about.
Another thing I found really weird was Todd Howard wasn't on the stage at all.
No.
He was only on the stage with
someone else. Yeah.
He was doing a Q&A with Elon Musk.
For some reason,
they did a Q&A of Todd Howard and Elon Musk. They got the two smartest people in the world, Todd Howard and Elon Musk, together to talk about I don't know, simulated reality or something. Anyway.
Yeah. I guess they both like that. Things this way too. I don't know.
We saw a new trailer for a game from Tango Gameworks, which is Ghostwire Tokyo, which actually looked kind of interesting. To be announced. Skip through. Everyone's dead. There's samurai guys.
Really dead. Oh.
The woman at the conference was really excited about it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, this woman's really excited about it. Let's get into it."
I don't know. I'm interested, but
I like these demon mask things. They look really cool.
Yeah.
I like the Japanese style.
Japanese demons are really cool. Their mythical lore is really cool.
There's like a guy with a bow.
Weird mask.
You know what it reminds me of? What was that Perfect World game? MMO. Perfect... The Secret World?
Oh. Kind of, yeah.
It was like that MMO that was like...
Is it still running?
I don't know. It was like from 2012, and I remember people... It's Secret World Legends. You remember that? Where it's like...
Yeah, I remember this. I remember TB like doing this, and like, you were given like a browser to like solve some of the puzzles.
Oh god. My Chrome just crashed. Yes, I would like to restore my pages. I can't move this across too quickly or it'll fucking crash my Chrome, apparently. But it was like, you can choose your faction, Chaos, the Illuminati.
Yeah.
There's
another one as well, but... And like, you like teleported around the world like through like some like elven tree. It was really weird. It's such a weird game.
Anyway.
No one cares about the Secret World anymore.
Doesn't exist. The Illuminati covered up the existence of the Secret World MMO.
I thought it was still going.
Really? It might be.
I actually think it's still going.
Okay.
I think last year I saw an advert for it.
Tell you what, at the end of this podcast, you go home, you install the Secret World.
I'm not installing the Secret World.
You tell me if the Secret... your mission is to play the Secret World in the next 2 weeks, and then tell me it's still going.
Well, I think the servers might be on. Not necessarily saying if people are playing it or not.
We got a Rage 2 update. Basically, they said they're going to add cheat modes to Rage 2 to play it off.
Thank God.
And there's going to be more updates DLC coming.
Yeah, we already knew that though, so I didn't really...
I still, people are still like mixed on Rage 2.
Well, it's because... Yeah, there's reasons. It makes sense. I don't know, I might still pick it up in a sale. But I do want to fix some of, like, especially the driving. That does actually look really bad. I don't know how they fucked up the driving.
They are coming.
They made
Rise of the Ghosts expansion.
Avalanche made Mad Max with like the best driving in an open world game, and they fucked it up. So I don't understand.
Yeah, it was like Avalanche Studios who did Mad Max, Fury Road, was it? And then
it was tiny. I don't know.
And id doing the gunplay.
So the gunplay is actually really good in this game, which is why I actually really like it. I don't know why it has the stupid tutorials in it that tell you how to fucking use a gun. For every gun you pick up.
They do that in Doom though.
It's really...
Look here. You remember that Polygon person playing Doom, and they're just so terrible. I think
was it Forced though? Doom?
There's someone that rivals the Doom Polygon gameplay. It's someone playing Bloodlines: The Masquerade 2.
Yeah. And
I think they're playing. You could only play it on Xbox. So they're like trying to move around with like these thumbsticks, and it's just terrible. It's like it's that kind of terrible gameplay that you'd love. You only get from gaming journalists at conferences.
Yeah. With
controllers they've never used before.
I don't know why they decided to use a controller, but yeah.
We got another Wolfenstein trailer. July 26, 2019 is when this is coming out.
More Nazis.
Soon TM.
Yeah.
More fuck Nazis from Bethesda. You get to kill Nazis. It's so weird, like...
It's pretty solid fuck Nazi game.
Yeah. But it's so weird, like... When the Nazis are, like, the NPCs, it's like, yeah, Nazis are real. And then you go to, like, Battlefield 5, and it's like, no, they're just Germans. Nazis didn't exist. They're just German guys.
The Gestapo wasn't real.
Yeah.
And then this game is like, no, Nazis were real. But
they're like so scared of letting you play as, Nazis. I don't know.
It's really weird, isn't it? So
But this looks really good.
Yeah.
Co-op, Wolfenstein, sign me up.
All the Wolfensteins in recent years have been really good. So
Yeah, Machine Games, I believe, is the developers behind that. Deathloop was announced. To be announced when it's coming out, though.
yeah, it's more of an announcement for an announcement.
It's an announcement of announcement. We'll get in the next couple of months. We'll get an announcement for a live stream that'll go live, and then that'll have a date when we get the next announcement.
Yeah. I was really confused by this, to be honest. Like, I don't know what.
It looked kind of interesting. It was one of the few interesting things at the Bethesda conference, other than the Doom Eternal
but
trailer.
I still don't know what's going on, or like, I don't know. I'll wait for more information, I think.
Yep. Orion Tech got announced, which is kind of interesting. So we're getting another streaming service.
Do you see that clapping? Yeah.
They're playing clapping noises, and then everyone's just sitting there on their phone.
Look at that guy.
They definitely Bethesda always does this, and
this guy's great.
They definitely piped in stock clapping audio for it as well. Even though they ladled up their employees with booze to get them to cheer, and then they still have to pipe in fake audio to like. There's no way, because every time they announce something about the Elder Scrolls
Do you think
Blades,
this person's boozed up?
Yeah, probably. But every time they announced something about the Elder Scrolls Blade, there was a guy going, yeah, Elder Scrolls Blade! That's a game everyone loves and plays.
Do you think he was paid to say that?
Mobile Skyrim, yeah.
It's actually such a shame, because some of the graphics in that game is actually good, and the idea of building up a town is really cool, and they fucked it up.
They're Bethesda, they're gonna fuck it up.
But more so than I was expecting.
But I remember, like, the Orion Tech, this was pretty cool. They had Budget Gaben, so...
What?
Budget Gaben. Dude, I want to show you a... Did you watch that Gaben interview?
I watched some of it, yeah.
That was so funny.
Yeah.
I can't show it on stream, though, because it has terms of service words in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bethesda Softworks. They're just giving like history, but like the Orion Tech is pretty interesting. It's another streaming tech, so why I was looking into it.
Yeah.
We're gonna see more of this stuff, so it's interesting to bring up. And then like the big reveal that was actually what everyone's waiting for. Doom Eternal. This is the game.
That's pretty good.
Doom 2016, super fucking good. They actually gave this one a recognizable game.
So a name.
It's Doom Eternal. So it actually has like a recognizable name.
Yeah. Was this? I can't remember when it was being released. This 2020 as well.
November 22 this year.
Oh, okay, it was 2019. Okay.
And we finally get to see Hell on Earth. That was like
they
the
did
big
promise
announcement from this.
Also, Ghostman.
Yeah.
And
Angels, Demons,
and Ghosts.
Doom Guy.
Yeah, it looks really cool though.
It looks great. It looks
I like the
from the
gothic stuff.
gameplay we saw. It looks way more colourful. It looks more like Rage 2 than it did Doom 2016. I'll see if there's a gameplay trailer.
I'll
show you what I mean.
That probably briefly saw like a lot more colour in it.
Demo. So look, this is immediately way more colourful than the first Doom.
I wonder if it's just because like the setting, like they're just trying to.
But look, way more colour in like the UI and everything, which
UI
is not a bad thing.
No, yeah.
But as long as it's the gameplay's still similar, chaining kills together.
It looks like it.
High risk, high reward gameplay. Lots of quick movement.
That's like some small dodging as well from enemies.
So yeah, Doom looks great. That's the one thing. Bethesda Publishing carrying Bethesda again.
Yeah.
Because Bethesda doesn't make any good games. Their game
they also don't have to give money.
Elder Scrolls Legends. If you want to check out Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls Blade, Elder Scrolls Legends, you can go check out that in your own time. But
yeah. Also, I find it weird like ZeniMax and Bethesda like privately owned. So they don't have to like pay many shareholders.
Devolver Digital conference up next. The image. I watched this whole thing. I'd recommend watching them. The Devolver Digital conferences are always great. This year they were parodying the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
It was less than an hour long. We had a meme battle royale game again. We had what's her name? Nina Strauss or something.
Yeah. That's the character name, right? Not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got 11.
What? They wanted a Talos Principle sequel. What?
Sorry?
Okay.
Yeah, people like Talos Principle.
Okay.
We got another cliffhanger ending for next year. We got a new overarching villain.
Yeah, we did.
for Nina to fight against? Or
I would technically have ticked jab at, because like I found Direct was also like jab at Sony as well.
Which one are you looking at?
The second box. Technically jabbing at Sony and Nintendo for not going direct.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might take that one. That might have been like a cheap tick thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Jab at Sony for not showing up as well, maybe. But I just graded this myself, watching mostly highlights, so I might have got some of it wrong. If at home you want to watch if you watch the conference and you think I got it wrong, send us a postcard.
A postcard?
Send us a postcard to
God.
123 Fake Street.
We should get a PO box and then
yeah,
get fake
but no one
mail.
would use it.
True, we would.
We just get delivery sent there, so we wouldn't have to answer the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we would use it.
You have to like rent out.
Yeah, I know. So. They are really useful though. I might actually.
That's Tony's next investment now.
How much is a PO box? I actually want to know now.
Next week we'll talk about PO boxes.
Yeah.
I put everything in from the Devolver Digital because the conference was so short, and I actually think the Fall Guys game, as much as a meme Battle Royale game is, a Battle Royale game that's not about killing each other, but just running through obstacles and getting knocked out. This actually, I'm not trolling, this actually looks really fun.
It does look really fun.
It looks really colourful and fun.
Yeah. It's a Battle Royale I could play.
You just keep going until there's only one person left, and you just go through like a total wipeout obstacle course.
Total wipeout battle royale.
Speaking of Takeshi's Castle's coming back. They're actually making a new series of it.
Oh my god! I thought they killed it.
It's on like comedy. No, they're making like a new series, and I think it's. I don't know if Comedy Central's making it, or they're just doing what they used to do and redubbing the Japanese footage in English.
Okay. Either way, it'd be good.
Yeah, I love Takeshi's Castle.
It's a weird one. Oh my god.
They take a Japanese game show and like, yeah, let's dub it in English and show it to English people, and everyone's just like, what the fuck is going on? These people are getting abused. But it's like, nah, it's just Japanese game shows.
Yeah, Japanese game shows
are in a realm of their own.
Yeah.
They have their own laws.
2020.
Coming out on PlayStation 4 and PC.
That's
really good.
Interesting.
Devolver Bootleg also looks really good, and it's out now.
And real.
And it's actually real on Steam.
Which is why we couldn't properly tick off the fake
And I think, because one of them was like Hotline Miami 3, and I was like, Hotline Miami's, there's a bootleg version of it in Devolver Bootleg, so kinda.
Yeah.
Devolver Digital Bootleg. And I think it was on like a 1% sale.
8 in 1.
Yeah, when it was announced, it was £3.95 instead of £3.99 because it was on like a 1% sale or something.
Okay.
Ape Out Junior, so they're taking all of their games and they're making like little SNES style arcadey kind of versions of them. This actually looks pretty cool, and it's cheap as well. It's like £4, so if you want to support Devolver, check that out. Enter the Gungeon House of the Gundead.
Hang on, it's also developed by Doinksoft. I just want to I want to point that out.
So we also got a real arcade cabinet is coming to arcades. You can now play an Enter the Gungeon game in arcades. So that's cool. No one's going to actually buy... This isn't a consumer cabinet.
No.
No one's going to buy this and put it in their house.
Someone might, but it's not designed for
But
that.
this is more like Devolver supporting arcades and keeping them alive. Because God knows that they need help.
I think there was like a kind of resurgence last year. So
there was a VR resurgence, I think.
As well, yeah.
It was kind of helping out. You know, people couldn't afford VR systems. Yeah. They're going to arcades to check them out.
I don't know. I think people like the idea of arcades, so I thought they might come back.
I
don't know. That can be my future bet.
We got to see Carrion, and we got to see an actual Carrion Gibber character on stage at the conference, which was cool.
This is such a cool game.
But this is like an idea people have been wanting forever, where it's like a horror monster movie where you play as the monster and you just go around killing tons of scientists.
How cool it is. Yeah, this is
reverse horror experience.
Yeah, I actually really want this game so much.
This is coming out
I love
June 1st,
the animations and how you move around so much. And yeah, and he was on stage himself.
He fucking gibbed a guy on stage. It's Devolver Digital tradition.
Lots of blood and gore.
Someone getting destroyed and exploding into blood. So, yeah. This looks really fun. I'm definitely going to check this out when it comes out next year, 2020.
2020.
We also got the Messenger Picnic Panic, which is
is this one? Yeah, I was like,
Ninja
which one's that?
Vacation.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I like the
The
colours.
new tropical adventure. We got some DLC. I think it's DLC.
Voodoo Magic. What the hell? Okay. They've got...
Callbacks. This is coming out next month, July 11th. I think it's also coming to Switch as well. It's a free DLC, so
Free expansion coming July 11th.
The Messenger is already a good game, so I checked that out as well.
Yeah.
That was Devolver. Next we had... Oh, we got some scraps, like the Borderlands 2 DLC. Because some of them weren't announced at conferences and some were.
Yeah.
So the Borderlands 2 DLC is out now. You can get it for free if you have Borderlands 2 or you have the Handsome Jack collection. But I think you have to manually claim it. So like, say for you, I think you have to manually claim this DLC before July. It's already out. I have been playing a little bit of this with Andy and Matt. You remember Andy has been on 2 podcasts. Talks about Hearthstone.
He was on one recently though.
Matt, he was on a wrestling podcast very long ago, and he used to write conspiracy theories about Game of Thrones. It's specifically about Ed Sheeran, who was pretty much confirmed to be dead, killed by a dragon in the newest season. So unfortunately, Ed was not the hero that was promised, but we don't get to see him die on screen, so there is hope. Anyway,
maybe he's not dead. No one's really dead.
No one ever really died. Basically, you go to Sanctuary, you get taken over by plants, and then you make a new base. So far from what we've played, Marcus is shacked up in a little shelter with Crazy Earl. You have to go on a mission getting him food. You know, there's tons of Borderlands humor sort of stuff. Basically, Jack's been toppled. Sanctuary's the big thing standing. You've got the vault key now. You're looking to try and get the ultimate vault weapons. But then Plant Man comes along and he fucks up your plan and more content. Try and tie the story of Borderlands 2 to Borderlands 3 because they realised they didn't tie them together and they made the pre-sequel. And then we're like, fuck it, we'll just retcon some story. A Plant Man attacks, and now Borderlands 3. I don't know. I think adding free DLC for Borderlands 2 is a good idea. It's a fantastic game. Borderlands 3 looks fantastic. It's a shame Randy Pitchford owns Gearbox Software.
Yeah.
These are cool. So I was playing...
because isn't Gearbox like...
These are like living loot chests that try to kill you.
Oh my god. Like loot bugs.
Yeah.
But more aggressive.
This is a gun that shoots unicorns.
Of course.
There's a new level cap. There's new types of weapons. It's called Effervescent, I think, and they're like rainbow coloured. So they'll have like super crazy rainbow unicorn magical effects tied to them. There's also... we've got a couple of skins. So I think we have this one here, where you get an effervescent skin where you get a rainbow pattern on your Jeep and stuff. So yeah, going to be playing more of this. It's been pretty fun. Unicorn is from the is in the Tiny Tina DLC, so that's how they bring this character back. The Tiny Tina Dungeons and Dragons DLC is really good as well. I'd definitely check that one out as well. Anyway, I don't know what this is, but it's not on my list, so goodbye.
Goodbye.
We will move on. We saw some Final Fantasy
7 remake
from Squeenix.
Mm-hmm. They're heavily advertising this as well.
Mm. So then it actually looks pretty good. I've never played a Final Fantasy game other than like a demo of 13 Part 2 or something.
Oh, Part 2 as well. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I played a demo on Xbox.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of JRPGs, so...
This is
like a mix of like the real-time combat and the turn-based combat that they have in the new Final Fantasy games.
So it's more like Final Fantasy 15.
I think the biggest outrage is with the female character's breasts getting nerfed. Was the biggest outrage I saw.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's... I can understand that you want it to be the same.
Realistic.
Right? Yeah.
They massively nerfed her chest. It was OP in the
Blizz,
original
you've
game.
you've nerfed the chest.
Squeenix, unnerfed.
Please buff.
Is there a... Yeah, they're remastering Destroy All Humans, Dave. We talked about this last week. But they showed off gameplay in the other conference.
Yeah, they did. So this is very much like the
This
original
is the
game.
first game.
Yes.
They haven't announced the second game, which people say
This is the first level.
gameplay
I think this is the first level, actually.
Yeah.
The first game.
It's THQ Nordic again, everyone's favourite people who just buy IPs and then
Remake
remaster
it.
games.
They make money, apparently. But going back to Final Fantasy, I think they're remaking another game as well.
Final
Jim
Fantasy 7. We'll talk about that later, I think.
said. That was just 7.
Final Fantasy 8.
Yeah, 8. So they're redoing that as well. Is it like a fighting game or something?
Final Fantasy... Yeah. It's not on the same level. It's not a remake, it's a remaster sort of thing.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings is making an adventure card game. I was like, this exists? Sort of thing. Are people really going to be... It looks like maybe a bit Gwenty, a bit Hearthstone-y, I don't know. I'm probably not going to be checking this out, but it's interesting to see a new card game. I think making an RTS a card game or an MMO is pretty brave in these times.
Unless you make it really different or...
The only successful one I've seen recently is Magic the Gathering Arena, but that's a 20-year-old card game that already has established card game fans. So, Lord of the Rings probably has a big fan base, but...
They have a big strategy fan base, I thought,
this.
not a big... I don't know.
So I'll move on to VR. So Upload VR had its own VR conference. Show off Hot Dog, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. So Hot Dogs, Horseshoe and Hand Grenades is a very popular VR game where basically they have a bunch of realistic guns, you put them together, you shoot them. They have the Meat Fortress update. With permission from Valve, they have made
permission.
The Meat Fortress update. So now we have TF2 themed sausages. And they're authentically remaking all of the TF2 guns in VR.
Look at this
This is fucking amazing. I sent this to my friend Andy who has a Vive and he said, you got to play this. Because I know he has...
those ketchups.
He has Horseshoe, Hot Dogs and Hand Grenades, and this will be something he'll definitely play.
It's such a weird game, though.
Mm. You just got to kill a bunch of hot dogs with guns.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
But it looks great.
It does.
I love this sort of stuff.
TF2 makes it better.
Valve does this a lot where people are like, can we put TF2 stuff in our game? I'm like, yeah, okay.
Do you have to pay for it, or did they just ask permission? Okay.
It's good. It's they're getting paid in exposure.
True.
This is out the end of this month, June 28th. So check that out. Another big one. They're making a Budget Cuts 2.
Already?
Yeah.
10 years time, be out.
They're making a second game. So what they said was people were complaining. The entirety of Budget Cuts is like one really, really long mission.
Oh, okay.
In an office, but this you're going to go out into the open world.
Lots of different levels.
You're going to be moving around, trains.
That's cool.
There's going to be rooftops. They showed off new weapons. They showed off like a bow and arrow and stuff.
Yeah.
It does look like they've significantly changed like the locations and the gameplay as well, which is really cool. I have played the first Budget Cuts and I thought it was a fantastic game. Here's the bow gameplay I was talking about.
Oh yeah. I think it's the VR stuff I didn't really look up at all, so this is like the first time I'm seeing all of this stuff.
Right. Yeah. There's some body removal. They're throwing them off the edge of the roof.
Yeah.
Mission Insolvency. I really liked the Budget Cuts too. Some people didn't like the full game because there was some bug issues. There was people complaining it was like one long mission. Some people didn't like the gameplay that much. Budget Cuts is one of my favorite VR games. I love VR stealth games. Next. Because speaking of VR stealth games, I Expect You to Die Seat of Power. We're getting another I Expect You to Die game. My second favourite VR game. My favourite seated VR game.
So is this a new game or DLC? What is this?
I think this is a new game.
Okay.
But this will be on the Oculus Quest, I think.
You're in like the evil villain's office.
Yeah, you're just smoking your cigars, trying to figure out how to get out without killing yourself.
That's really cool.
The whole idea of I Expect You to Die, right, is you're a secret agent, and then you're put in a scenario like... So the demo I played of I Expect You to Die, you are in the car of your nemesis.
Oh, right, okay.
And you're in the middle of a plane, and you've woken up, but the thing is, you can't just leave the car, because the plane's filling with poisonous gas. So you have to try and figure a way out of this car, but this car's your villain's car, so it's booby-trapped with a bunch of stuff, was going to kill you. So it's called I Expect You to Die, because most of the time you're just going to kill yourself until you can figure out how you're supposed to get out of this spy
hilarious
situation.
ways.
Yeah.
So failing is fun, basically.
Yeah.
And figuring out how to not fail is also fun, which is the best kind of fun, in my opinion. When legitimately though, in games where it's fun to die, I think that's when you've made a good game.
2019 we got Aspire 1. I put this one on. It's coming to Rift Vive, Index, PSVR, Windows VR, and Quest.
Oh my god, there's more. There's more VR platforms than there are consoles. Yep. Oh, is this one? Oh, okay.
It's another stealth VR game.
Yeah.
So it's why I put it on my list. But it's going to be
it's more realistic, I guess.
Yeah, people wanted a full realistic stealth game with good gunplay.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was called this. This is really cool.
They showed off an extended trailer for this one with talking to the devs and stuff.
It's so weird that the moves are being back in use. Without any fanfare. Suddenly, you need a move.
But they've
now.
completely designed this game to try and stop motion sickness while enabling fast stealth movement and stuff.
I like that climbing actually. That was really nice.
They're showing off all the different VRs you can use. They've got this new technology to help with motion sickness.
Is it just smoothing movement now, or is it that movement is a lot smoother than a lot of other games?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how this technology works, if it helps. It's always interesting to see how you fix the motion sickness.
Yeah, I think that's
with VR.
That was that's the biggest hurdle in my opinion.
Because I think the funnest VR are room scale experiences. Yeah. But of course you need a lot of room. So.
I also don't like I don't like when the main form of movement is just teleporting around. I find that really jarring. Me personally.
We got a new trailer for Boneworks. Boneworks is being made by Stress Level Zero, the Freddie Wong guys. What are they called? They do Corridor Digital as well.
What the hell is going on here? It's little legs.
They're showing off the actual game.
Oh, crowbar.
But yeah, this is Stress Level Zero. Everyone's this looks like Half-Life VR.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a... I think the enemy kind of remind me of Super Hot. It's mechanical head crabs.
Yeah.
Because everyone sees the crowbar in VR and they're yeah, Stress Level Zero. HLVR.
Confirmed.
Isn't
that coming out at the end of this year or something? Next year?
Boneworks is to be announced. We don't know yet. Okay. Pistol Whip is to be announced, but... So it's made by Cloudhead Games. If you don't know, Cloudhead Games are the makers of Portal. They've made the official Portal Knuckles demo for the new Index.
Oh.
Portal Moondust, or whatever it's called. And
That's
they
really
made The Gallery, which is a very, very popular VR experience that was very narrative focused.
Not really a
VR game.
A game. It's more of an experience.
But they're also making this new game, Pistol Whip.
Yeah.
Which looks really cool. Pretty fun. Shoot some people in VR.
Oh.
But I have faith in these guys because, of course, Cloudhead Games. You got the name behind it. So
yeah, they have some good directors and things.
We get some new DLC, August 27, 2019, for Arizona Sunshine. Arizona Sunshine is considered one of the best, zombie shooting games in VR, and it's now getting a new DLC, so this looks pretty fun.
Reminds me of
lots of different places you can go and shoot zombies.
Yeah.
Also, I wanted to briefly mention they're making a Walking Dead VR game.
Okay.
So they're going to try and compete with Arizona Sunshine for that zombie killing VR.
It might be good.
Spot. It could be, but the last Walking Dead games have been very bad. That being said, the last licensed game that had zombies in it, World War Z, was actually pretty good.
True.
Despite the terrible film and other tie-in titles.
Apparently the book's really good. Well, some people like the book, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's that's the same with other games.
The
Witcher, right, was suing CG Projekt Red, and the Metro book writers doesn't like the game compared to the book either. It's just hard to translate certain types of media to other platforms, right?
I think the Metro writer appreciates the game, so whereas the Witcher guy did not.
So we'll move on to PC gaming. We saw The Masquerade Bloodlines 2. We saw another trailer. We saw gameplay. Paradox Interactive, Tony.
Yeah.
The boys publishing it.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's kind of weird.
This looks good, but I'm also isn't it like an Epic Store exclusive at this point?
Yeah, as far as I know, it was. It's on the Epic Store anyway.
This is
and it's not on
quarter
Steam,
1,
so.
2020. Gameplay looks good though.
Yeah, I think it's not technically announced March.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's like moving date or like set in stone, but
They said the book
looking.
is all right. We got
Okay.
confirmation.
Glad someone's read it.
Quite a popular book. That's why they made it into a film with Brad Pitt and
That's
ruined it.
completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate the film.
Big announcement.
Wait,
Mordhau.
more big announced than Masquerade Bloodlines 2?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That wasn't announced. It's been out for a while. This is just new trailers. We've got Mordhau has been getting massively popular. Medieval combat. And I was like, I love Chivalry. And
Where's that?
you know, people from Mordhau are people who played Chivalry and were kind of upset with the direction of the game, wasn't getting enough updates. Turns out, Tom Banner Studios, they were making Chivalry 2. So we're going to get another Chivalry game. I love Chivalry. I played the original Half-Life 2 mod. I bought the Chivalry game. It's fantastic. And they're making another Chivalry game. So this looks really good. The graphics look a lot better than the first game, but I think the original Chivalry is like a while ago now.
Yeah, it's really old. 2013? Oh, 2012. Oh, thank God.
Medieval Warfare.
2012 though.
2012. So
yeah. Younger
7
than
years ago.
Skyrim, but looks way better than Skyrim.
Well, Skyrim was like 2011.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's gonna be in the Epic Games Store.
2020.
2020. Well, is it an Epic Games Store exclusive?
I would assume so. If it's Epic.
I'm sure it has to be coming to Steam too.
You think?
That's one of the things it's hard to keep track of. Is it going to be an Epic exclusive? Yes. Because Tom Banner believes the store will improve over the next year. Okay, well, I'm not playing Chivalry 2 apparently then. Because I can't be bothered to get games on Epic when they've missed their roadmap of updating the actual store twice and they still don't have a fucking cart.
Or review system.
Yeah. Or a way to stop leaking all their data. Okay.
Yeah, didn't they change the stuff? Like they were like in the early days, were like, oh look, Steam has some shitty data stuff, and like they then leak it themselves. It's like, what the fuck?
I guess just play Mordhau then.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, Midnight Ghost Hunt. This actually looks pretty fun. We do have to mention PC Gamer was sponsored by Epic Games.
True.
For this, so we did. You know, there's a little bit of bias there when it came to the Epic Games Store.
Yeah, what games were there? Well, yeah.
This was the PC Gamer. You know, they got graded 16. We got a lot of shilling of Epic Games.
It wasn't last year. Wasn't like the first year like Nvidia, then AMD, then Epic.
Yeah, it was
or AMD, Nvidia, then Epic, or something like that.
I think it was Nvidia, AMD, then Epic.
Yeah.
So they're fighting over who gets to get their brand name on it and sharp.
It's so weird, isn't it? Well, I guess it works though. It's not too intrusive. So.
We got Frankie and Day 9 again. I talked about like Day 9. Pretty cool.
I think they get a lot of views from Day 9, so don't they?
He's a good host.
He is good, yeah. And he actually asks questions.
Yeah. He actually asks real questions.
Yes.
This is to be announced, but I've signed up for the alpha of this game. It's called Midnight Hunt, so it's kind of like Prop Hunt, but you're like ghosts and you can fight back.
Oh, that's really cool.
As well.
Okay.
So there's hunters coming in to hunt. So it's
I think I skipped
Luigi's
this.
Mansion 3.
Yeah,
Luigi's Mansion 3.
I think I skipped this. I didn't realise what this was. Okay. I didn't realise.
So Ghost Hunters
Ghostbusters Prop Hunt. Luigi Mansion.
But then they're like
Luigi's.
scanning the props to see if they're a ghost. But the ghosts can fight back.
Yeah.
And the ghosts are trying to hide until a certain time. And then if the ghost can hide until that time, then they get like a big buff and they can kill the hunters pretty easily. but it's not like for sure you're going to lose.
Yeah.
They're very strong, but the hunters can still fight back. Basically, you're like weak in the beginning and you want to try and hide. I think it's so funny. This knight is like running at them.
It just looks so cool. I didn't realize. Okay, I don't know what I missed.
Yeah, because like
This
prop
looks
hunt
so
looks
cool.
pretty stupid, but this actually
Yeah.
looks pretty cool.
I like prop hunt as well, but oh my god.
But they're basically they said like it's not just going to be you're going to sit in a prop for like 5 minutes and then when the 5 minutes over you win. It's going to be like when the clock hits midnight, that's when the ghosts get the big buff and it's going to turn to like a PvP.
It's like a switch
where it's going to be like massively ghost favored, but the hunters still can come back.
That sounds really cool.
Because you can kill ghosts by sucking them up.
Yeah.
Ghostbuster style.
Ghostbuster style.
But as soon as midnight strikes, all the ghosts, if you haven't caught all the ghosts yet, all the ghosts come back to life, and then they get this big buff. So it's going to be really hard to kill them then. So, they took the idea of prop hunt, and they added like a really interesting concept to it as well. So that's
add like
cool.
a second phase to it. That's cool, yeah.
We got Mutant Year Zero Seed of Evil DLC announced. July 30th, 2019, so next month.
Yeah.
Looks pretty interesting. It's like XCOM-y, I think. Or RPG. Yeah, it's like XCOM-y, this one.
It reminds me of I mean, obviously, it comes up, but it reminds me of something.
It's got the moose guy in it, if you remember that game. It's the XCOM game with like the duck and the moose in it.
Oh my.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Check that out. Age of Wonders Planetfall, August 6th, 2019. I put this in because Paradox, and I was like, oh, Tony will like this game.
Yeah,
I'll put in a Tony game.
It's an Age of Wonders game.
Is that a series?
Yeah, Age of Wonders 3 was...
It looks like Civ.
Yeah.
It's like a 4X game.
Yeah, it's more combat-focused Civ, basically.
Yeah, they said in the conference it was a way more combat-focused 4X
there's
game.
no, like... This one for Dave, actually, to be honest. Like, if you like fantasy stuff,
Dave,
like,
take
this is
note.
combat
You want
only
to look
Civ.
out for Age of Wonders Planetfall, August 6th, 2019.
Well, even Age of Wonders 3 will probably go on sale soon as well because
they got penguins.
But yeah, I should play like an older game first to see if you like the gameplay.
No, just get the new one.
Just get the new one.
Pre-order the game. Get a mortgage on your house and use that to pre-order the game. That's
don't
the
pre-order.
Financially best way to do it.
Don't listen to the pre-order here. Don't do it.
We got a new Zombie Army game, Zombie Army Dead War, Zombie Army trilogy from the Sniper Elite guys. Not actual game footage, but
this wasn't even was this engine footage or not? I can't remember.
No,
it was just
pre-rendered. But it's the Sniper Elite guys. They may. Is there any marble in it? I don't know.
What is in? Like...
But it's the if you've played the Zombie Army trilogy, this is basically like another one of these games, but updated to modern day. I've played a little bit of the Zombie Army trilogy, haven't gone through it all yet, so I don't know how good the game is. I had fun playing it, but play that again at some point. This looks good.
Yeah,
another Zombie Army trilogy. I like the Sniper Elite games. I like the Zombie Army trilogy games.
Zombie Resurgence. They're actually making good zombie games.
Remnant from the Ashes. I don't have this one written down.
You do. Disaster Zombie.
Okay, I have this written down. August 20th, 2019. What was this?
I don't remember.
I'm trying to... Because it's been so long since E3 now. Because we waited... we waited...
a week.
2
weeks technically,
2 weeks. Yeah. So there's been 2 weeks between us and E3, so we're like rewatching these as well.
I don't remember this at all.
I'm trying to remember what...
What? Oh, it's this. Okay, I can't remember.
What's the gameplay for this?
I don't remember. I just remember that part. Did they even show it?
I don't know. Cthulhu.
Yeah, Cthulhu Woodman. That's where I remember that part.
Looks interesting. It looks interesting. It is a
perfect world.
No genre. We don't know. Grifflands has been completely redesigned. This is the Clay Entertainment game.
Oh,
I love Clay Entertainment.
Clay's really cool.
Don't Starve. Oxygen Not Included.
People always mispronounce their name though.
Do they?
Yeah, it's spelled weird, isn't it?
Yes, KLEI.
Yeah, it's Clay. It's Clay though. It's
Clay.
We have it.
They also bought the lava running game. I'm trying to remember of the Flores lava game. What's that called?
Troy's Lava?
No, it's called something else, and I own the game.
Oh,
Hot Lava.
Hot
They
Lava.
didn't develop it originally, but they bought like the rights to it.
Now apparently develop it, so
Yeah, it's theirs now. But they showed this off, and I was like, I wasn't too interested in this. But it's now a card game.
yeah, I'm really confused.
So now it actually
cool,
looks way more interesting to me.
Yeah, because
Kind of looks Slay the Spire-y.
What was it before? Like it was just
more of like a RPG.
JRPG sort of thing, wasn't it before? Like more of like a Paragon. Not Paragon system. That's the fucking Final Fantasy 13 thing. Whatever.
I like the art style. I love Clay Entertainment.
Yeah.
I was like, they got nominated for one of the best developers on the Steam Awards. I was like, I'd be happy if Clay won because Clay's great.
They made a bad game. They always support them as well. So
shout out to Clay. This looks really good. Got to see it at the PC Gamer Show.
Yeah.
Grifflands, July 11th. So this is coming out next month. So we'll be able to check out that soon. We got another Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo was now announced to be an Epic Game Store exclusive, I think. No, Windows. Is it Windows Game Pass exclusive?
I don't know. I'm not sure about this.
November 5, 2019. I love Zoo Tycoon games because I love the idea of building a theme park with tons of people in it and just letting lions run around and kill everyone.
Yeah, but
that's what I do in Zoo Tycoon.
For me, I want to actually like do the management tycoon stuff, so I'm not sure about it.
It says
it's like a dinosaur game. Exclusive beta.
It's on Steam, so
exclusively to PC.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh, this is the Planet Coaster people, isn't it? So I assume it won't be. I don't know.
It's on Steam.
And they published by who's publishing it? This is also Paradox.
Frontier.
Oh no, it's Frontier.
The devs are publishing themselves. Yeah. But yeah, this looks really good. Moving to the new page. New page unlocked. We saw another trailer for Shenmue 3. I was just reminding you that Shenmue 3 exists. They showed this off at the previous E3. Shenmue doesn't have gameplay, so it's not a game I'm really interested in. But if you're like invested in the Shenmue story, you might like it, I guess. It was a cinematic trailer, so we still don't really know what you're going to be doing in Shenmue 3. Whether they've gone, you know what, maybe we should add some gameplay to Shenmue, or they're just going to go playing the Pachinko machine for like 5 hours in real time.
That's all you need.
That's coming out this year though, November 19th, 2019. Songs of Conquest actually looks really good. I saw this published by Coffee Stain. But it's another Heroes of Might and Magic. So they basically just said, we love Heroes of Might and Magic, and we're going to make a Heroes of Might and Magic game, basically. But the art style looks great.
Yeah,
and I've always wanted to try one of the Heroes of Might and Magic games, but
none of them are like, they all like forget some of the old. Like, there's no definitive edition because they always keep changing it.
Yeah, and I didn't want to go back and play like the really old ones, but this looks like something I could get into.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, again, the art style. The art style's really like oddly detailed, but also really low really low pixel count. Like, it's very weird.
It's a cool style. I like.
Yeah, I've never really seen it.
Like this is it's Songs of Conquest. It kind of reminds me of like
the older.
It kind of reminds me of the style of like Age of Empires 2 that we saw. With a lot less details.
I'm wondering if it's technically gone for like a more modernly like vibrant style combined with the old Might and Magic style, because I think Might and Magic used to look like this.
There's definitely better light. I think the lighting effects. There's more like softer edges and bloom rather than hard pixels.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
That's what's going on. I think. Yeah, I do think it's heavily influenced by the old Might and Magic.
We got an announcement of Vermintide 2 versus mode. So you actually get to play as the rats. If you don't know, Vermintide is Left 4 Dead with rats.
It sounds amazing.
And Left 4 Dead has a versus mode where you get to play as the zombies. In this, you get to play as the rats and the undead. So the big rat you saw there, if you played Left 4 Dead, he's essentially the tank. Someone gets to play as him, maybe. There's like a hunter class that jumps on you and pounces on you like the hunter from Left 4 Dead. There's like, instead of the smoker, there's like a rat with a spear that comes and picks you up, and he just holds you. There's like it is like Left 4 Dead. So Warhammer Vermintide 1 I didn't enjoy, and it was very much a Left 4 Dead a cheap Left 4 Dead clone.
Okay.
Warhammer Vermintide 2, although it takes a lot of elements from Left 4 Dead, is actually like a legit, like cool medieval combat versus
So if you
rats
like
game.
the idea of the first game but didn't like it, the second one's better.
I think, like, I was put
Look
off
at
by
those
the
guys.
first game. Yeah, there's like rats with like
So
Gatling
cool,
guns that
yeah.
shoot like poison at you. The art style this is so cool. It's set in the Age of Sigmar universe, which is like the new Warhammer universe. So it's actually pretty cool. That's the hunter that pounces on you. So you got to stick together as a team. This is the smoker that I was talking about.
I do love the idea of just like horde rats though. That's so cool.
But there's like tons of like cool features. Like there's rats that will summon like a giant fellstorm, and it'll like swirl and pick you up if you don't do it. So you have to have like proper zone control. And there's proper like different combats, so you can equip different weapons. So you can use shields. This game actually has like a tutorial, which I think that the first game needed.
Yeah.
Where you go into an intro scenario in a jail, and it teaches you how to block, how to do charge up big swings, how to parry, how to kick, that sort of stuff. So it actually has proper medieval combat.
Actually, yeah. It's like chivalry with rats.
Yeah, kinda.
Kinda.
But more like
Left 4 Dead chivalry with
more
rats.
like chivalry mixed with Left 4 Dead.
With rats.
But I say I don't think it's fair to call it a Left 4 Dead with rats anymore. It's an easy way to describe it.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, you can describe it like that. But yeah, I think it's fair to call it.
Okay, we got the biggest betrayal of PC gaming, which is Drodo Studios is bringing auto chess. They're making an Unreal Engine 4, and it's going to be an Epic Games Store exclusive. I can't believe it. The Valve mod on Dota 2 on Steam is now going to be an Epic Store Games exclusive. This has got to be the biggest betrayal of E3, I think, for the PC gamer. So, if you're getting confused, I thought there was an auto chess game on Dota 2, but I thought there was what Valve was making an auto chess game, but I thought League of Legends was making one. I'm going to stop your confusion. So, auto chess, Drodo Studios, they made the mod. They're going to make it on mobile and the Epic Games Store and Unreal Engine 4. Auto chess. Dota Auto Chess is the Dota 2 mod that will still be on Dota 2 Workshop if you want to play it. Teamfight Tactics. This is League of Legends versions of Auto Chess that will be you can play for free if you download the League of Legends client. Dota Underlords is Valve's version of Dota Auto Chess. So I guess play 4 different games and decide which one you want to play. From what I've seen, the most interesting one to me, I have played Dota Underlords. I probably will talk about it a little bit next week when we have more time. We'll talk about it in a second. And what was I going to say? To me, the best looking one at the moment is the easiest to watch. At least is Teamfight Tactics. Looks like the best one. I was getting confused by Dota Underlords as I've never really put too much time into Dota 2, so I didn't know any of the characters and I didn't know any of the items. But I found League of Legends was way easier to watch for me because I know League of Legends already.
That's fair.
Okay. Do you need to go to the toilet or get a drink?
No.
Okay, because
we're fine. We're good.
We're only like halfway through, so we're past halfway.
We're running out of time as well. But
no, we will finish.
But
this.
why is Genesis Noir on here?
We'll talk about. I can't believe that Genesis Noir is in the fucking game.
Yeah,
because we've recorded a spotlight for this.
Yeah.
And it's not out yet, so you're going to be like, you recorded it afterwards. We legit have a spotlight recorded for this before E3, and we were like, this game is so fucking confusing, and it's so fucking stupid. Why is this being shown at the PC Game at E3? They don't show any of the gameplay, because there is no gameplay for this game. It's so dumb. You're going to have to wait for the spotlight of this to come out to see what the hell we're talking about.
Just us being
Because we saw like the trailer for this, and we're like, this looks pretty interesting.
Okay, that was game. This is gameplay. This is gameplay. This is gameplay.
It looks interesting, and then you play it, and you're like, "What the fuck is happening?" It's like, I think it's advertised as like a cosmonautic
love story or something. This is what we got stuck on.
We lost.
This is where we got
stuck on the jazz boss.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait for the spotlight on that one because that one is fucking confusing. Valfaris.
It's bringing
2019.
Oh god.
This looks really good. From what we saw from the trailer. Run and gun. Looks
I didn't
really good.
understand
Love the art style.
What was that weird 3D part we just was? It's like the cinematic.
Yeah, just like
Okay.
which part?
Like the just after the what was it? I don't know. It was near the start anyway. Just zoom, like going around the chair. I assume it's just the cinematic.
But yeah, this looks really fun. Can't wait to play this. Reminds me of another Spotlight game we have coming out as well.
Yeah.
If you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think it's literally called Run and Gun or something like that. So check that one out. Maneater, the Shark RPG we talked about before. Epic Game Store exclusive now though. So
Rest in peace.
rest in peace. I like how if a game's on Epic Game Store exclusive, we're just like, the game's dead. It's dead to us.
Despite it's probably going to be more successful.
Yeah. So the big announcement I would say from PC Gamer, apart from Chivalry 2, is of course the big Terraria update everyone's been waiting for. People weren't sure whether it was going to be Terraria 2 or they were going to do a big Terraria update because officially they've stopped supporting Terraria apart from when they were like, let's do a massive update, and now they're like, okay, now for real we're done supporting Terraria, let's do another massive update for the game. So I'll have to check out Terraria at some point. I've never been able to get into it, but I think now would be a good time since they've completely done this overhaul. Because I think my problem was I was playing with someone who knew the game, and they just sped through the game while I was like, what the hell's going on?
That's what I kind of did. The hell's what?
Golf. It now has golf.
Can you pet the dog though?
Amazing. Can you pet the dog?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
I have to wait for the Twitter to find out.
Yeah. I find it weird how you get so much health in the game.
The final game was El Hijo. It was a little stealthy game with Mexican vibes, where you distract guards and you go and hide. I don't know about a full stealth game.
It's a bit.
I'm still unsure whether.
It's a bit slow, I thought.
Yeah, that's what I don't like full stealth games where you can't fight back, where it's just.
Well, it means
slow, methodical stealth.
It means that the failure state is just like dying, basically.
I'm more of a fan of like Dishonored.
Yeah.
Where you can stealth, but you can also just go around killing everyone.
We can fuck up, kill people, and go back to being
Styx,
stealth.
Master of Shadows is another good example.
I think
of a stealth game I like.
Hitman's similar as well because you can just go around being an idiot, but it's not as effective.
Okay, let's move on. Ubisoft.
Quickly moving on.
1 hour 13. They did fucking Just Dance.
Oh god.
So everyone was predicting they were going to announce Just Dance 2020 on an outdated console. They announced Just Dance 2020 on the original Wii. Not the Wii U.
Wait.
The original Wii.
Did they actually?
Just Dance 2020 is coming to the Wii.
I skipped this part. What?
Yep.
You're actually being serious? They
I'm serious.
On the Wii.
So many.
Oh, because everyone has it on the Wii already.
So many people who play Just Dance are like. So many people own a Wii that it's just financially better for Just Dance to keep supporting the Wii.
And they already have all their games on the Wii already. Yeah. Okay. Can they not release it on the Wii and another console though?
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
But I think they're releasing on the Switch as well.
Okay, thank God for that. Wait, why was classic thing?
Yeah. I think you can also get it on the phone as well. So.
What a time to be alive for Just Dance
let's talk about Watch Dogs Legion came out. Looks
Brexit.
Kind of gimmicky, yeah. Pretty much a French guy came into the stage like, England, we love you very much. But no, I don't know if he was in French. I always assume everyone at Ubisoft is French Canadian.
They're probably. I don't think he was French.
Yeah, I don't think he was French. He was basically came on stage. He's like, England, this is what's gonna happen if you fuck up with Brexit. It's like, we don't need a fucking we don't need a fucking telling off from Ubisoft of all people to come onto stage and make a political statement about Brexit. You're showing off a video game, for God's sake.
It won't be a political statement. It'd be like Division 2.
A video game series that most consider to be kind of a failure.
Yeah. But Joe, the Ubisoft don't deal with political issues. Division 2, famously, no political statement.
You remember when every Assassin's Creed game would come out and it's like, any likeness to any character is purely coincidental. We at Ubisoft are from a multicultural faith team and we work hard to make sure everyone is...
Multicultural team of French people.
Yeah. But yeah, this is pretty much post-Brexit London, apparently.
What the hell's going on?
I'd probably play this. It looks interesting.
I thought the first Watch Dogs looked interesting.
Are we going to get downgraded footage again, Ubisoft? Basically,
I'll wait until it comes out.
The big gimmick of this game is you can play as any NPC, which means you can create an army of old ladies. That is the big gimmick.
Yeah.
Of this.
Can we see at least that, then we can move on?
I'll see if I can find footage of it. There's more than one.
Oh.
That was the demo.
Oh,
I think they shut off the old ladies in this one.
Yeah.
There we go. Retired assassin. But basically, you can create an army of people rebelling against this surveillance state. Brexit, yeah. And you can make an army of old ladies, which is the gimmick. You can make an army of any NPC in the game. How well that's going to work? Probably not well. There's probably going to be like 10 NPCs.
Yeah.
And then they're all going to be slightly different variants of the same one. So, we'll see.
Moving on.
Something cool is announced. We got Mac from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This is one of my favourite shows, best comedy shows on TV. He announced he's working on a new TV series that's going to be parodying a video game development, and he's going to play an egotistical developer who loves himself. Basically, they're working on the next World of Warcraft, basically, and it's like a parody of that. It looks pretty funny. I love the Always Sunny in Philadelphia guys. I think this is going to be good. It's coming to Apple TV. I think it might be an Apple TV exclusive, but I'm sure they'll
announce at Ubisoft.
I'm sure they'll put it on something else
eventually.
Didn't you say you see this guy in other stuff?
Oh, I can't remember now.
But yeah,
I think I did, but I don't remember what.
Great. He's a great comedian. I love him in Always Sunny. I can't wait to see this. If it's anything like It's Always Sunny, we'll have to see. They should have some of the other guys. This guy's from Community. I remember him.
I think I remember her.
But yeah, check that out. As long as it's not exclusively on Apple TV. Apparently it's coming to the Apple TV. I don't know if that means you have to get an Apple TV. Tom Clancy. I have to announce Tom Clancy news because this is one of the only interesting properties Ubisoft owns, because their entire conference was, guys, you remember we own Tom Clancy?
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay.
But there's a new operator. It's going to come out Q3. Watch Dogs is coming out 2020, March 6th next year, I should mention. This is coming out 2020 as well.
Yeah.
There's a new operator out. They basically played like spy music. It reminded me of Kingsman or James Bond. It's like a MI6 agent.
Mustache.
But the interesting thing about Tom Clancy that I've played is the quarantine mode. I've played this and I've talked about this before. They made a 3-person co-op zombie mode. They're making another one. They said they're committed to making more quarantine modes. They're committed to having, a team just for the competitive Rainbow Six Siege. Also, Rainbow Six Siege esports is really fucking cool. They have some really cool personalities in that.
Okay.
So I'd check that out if you're interested in that. But I like the PvE co-op mode they have. That's the reason I have the game and play it. I'm not too interested in the actual PvP aspect. I'm always like looking at Rainbow Six Siege and I was like, oh yeah, I own this game. I don't know if they showed off any gameplay. That's probably more interesting. I think they were just kind of talking about it.
Yeah. I don't remember any gameplay.
But yeah. Big thing. So Brawlhalla, I talked about this, is an amazing free-to-play fighting game on Steam. It got bought up by Ubisoft, and they added Rayman to it. They're now teaming up with Adventure Time, so you can now play as Adventure Time characters, which is pretty cool. Another cool thing to add to the game.
I wonder when the license will run out for that.
I don't know.
How long we can buy it?
That's the thing with license things. The licenses run out at some point.
I think it's a dumb way to do licenses.
Especially with licensed music's like a big thing.
In my opinion, you should infinitely license something. That should be a thing. But
it's
whatever.
Adventure Time. I've watched like 4 episodes of Adventure Time and I couldn't get into it.
No, it's not for me.
It seems a bit too childish. It's one of those things that's like meant for kids, but adults watch it. But I think it's definitely really meant for kids. This one, it's different to the other ones I've seen. I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I tried watching it.
There's no plot.
Mm.
Yeah, okay.
Like I've watched Bravest Warriors. It's made by the same people, and I enjoyed watching that more than this one.
I don't think I've watched that. So.
But you can play as Ben, I think his name is, or Jake, and you can fight against Rayman now. And that's out now, I believe.
Yeah.
So check that out. Brawlhalla's a really cool game. It's free to play. So the big announcement for Uplay other than Watch Dogs Brexit Edition was Uplay.
Castle.
Oh yeah. They had Frank Castle on the stage with a dog, and he never looked at the dog. He refused to acknowledge the dog existed.
I don't know why there's a dog there though.
But Microsoft had Keanu Reeves, Ubisoft had Frank Castle, because they're shilling their new Tom Clancy game, which I'm not too interested in because it's another Tom Clancy game. Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Breakpoint. This is the game we're talking about. October 9th, 2019. Talk about this quickly. They've molded him in game. They had him on the stage talking about it. Uplay is a new subscription service starting 3rd of September 2019.
All your favourite Ubisoft games.
So what they're doing is they're making it so Ubisoft games are going to be on one pass, similar to Origin Access, except they don't have any other games.
Yeah.
There's just Ubisoft games on Uplay. And then what they'll do...
100?
Plus DLCs.
How's they got 100
It's classic games. So every Ubisoft title ever is going to be on there. Because you've got like Prince of Persia and stuff like that. And then in the future what they're doing, because they're working closely with... They're working closely with Stadia. You will also be able to stream their games through Stadia if you want to as well.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
This is the year of... Next year we'll have the games and the year of streaming services, which I'm okay with some of them, and then the other ones I'm like, I just don't care.
Yeah.
As long as stuff doesn't get locked behind streaming services, that's when it's a problem. Because I like Origin Access and I like the Games Pass from Microsoft. I think those are good examples of really good ones.
Adding games to a service instead of like, you can only get it.
Because I find that I'm okay with not owning a game because I play games to a certain point and then I don't pick them up again until like an update or something. So
yeah, I like owning games, but that's just me.
So that will be $15 a month. Includes all new Ubisoft releases and DLCs in 2020, and it will be available on Stadia as well. We'll move on to Squeenix quickly because I don't have much to talk about Squeenix because I crossed out all the Weeb games and I was like, well, there's no games left.
No.
So you can see the middle square here, Tony. This is what got nerfed.
I didn't realise.
I think her name's Tifa or something.
Yeah, her name's Tifa.
She had like these massive square breasts in the original game, and then they nerfed them.
Well, we knew the nerf was coming. Someone from VidMe was talking about it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's true.
Do you know rest in peace, what's her name? Oh, I can't remember her name now. I mean, VidMe's dead. So. Yeah. She might have a YouTube channel as well, but I don't know.
I had to look up a lot of these to see if they were because I was like, what is a Naki? Is that Japanese translate? Okay. Like I had to look up because some of these are like we get a new game from that publisher. And I was like, I don't know who this is. But
Gacha games announced again. What?
Gacha.
Oh, Gacha.
A Gacha game. I had to look that up because I didn't know what a Gacha game was. So yeah, they got pretty high on the bingo. Ubisoft's pretty predictable. They're going to announce a bunch of anime games and shit. So let's move on to the first one. Kingdom Hearts 3 Reminds DLC. We talked about that earlier.
2020. Yeah, there's so much. I don't know. Show it, but it's more of the same. More of the same.
They showed off Life is Strange 2. Not much to say there. We saw more of the Final Fantasy VII remake, which looks pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, I think I'd play this.
But we also got the Final Fantasy VIII remaster here.
Yeah. Which I don't understand what 8 is, but
so it's not. It is obviously still looks like the PlayStation 1 graphics, but it's being remastered to run on modern systems, right? With a few graphical tweaks, I guess.
Jim was saying that people suspect they lost the code for it.
Yeah, this was a thing. They've claimed that. So they did like a remaster of all of them, put on one disc, and they've always claimed that they've lost the source code for this game.
They found
which
it.
is why they've never remade it.
They found it.
But apparently they found the source code for Final Fantasy VIII now, so that's coming in 2019. The remake for Final Fantasy VII is coming March 3rd, 2020.
Yeah.
Is there any other interesting ones that I wanted to talk about? Outriders looked okay.
Yeah? You see anything about it though?
I think it was like cinematic, and I
Yeah.
was like, this looks okay.
If people
I don't know what this is.
I like
Coming
the
out
colours.
2020, May 15th. It's a game.
I like the big thing. Sure. Yeah.
Because we had a few indie games getting announced. So Bloodroots is one I want to talk about. That's coming out next month. I've played the demo for this personally because when I clicked on it, I saw all of these. I went through all of them, and as soon as I saw Bloodroot, I said, "This game looks really good." I went to the website and I signed up for the alpha demo, and I got a code on Steam.
Nice.
And I've played through it a couple of times because the demo is quite short, but it's really fun. You go into a level, you're grabbing items, and you're trying to chain kills together to kill the people and get through the level as quickly as possible. It's really fun. We might have to do a spotlight on this.
Yeah.
Because this game is really cool.
I want to see this anyway, so yeah, we might as well do a spotlight.
Check out their gameplay. It's so cool. When you kill the last enemy, it does like that cinematic kill.
Yeah, a kill move. Now.
But yeah, you can play the demo now, but like...
Okay.
But you grab a ladder, and then you use the ladder, and then you climb up it, and then you throw it at someone, and then you you jump up into the air, and you kill someone, then you grab a rubber duck and throw it at the other guy. It reminds me of Hotline Miami in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's about like quickly chilling together kills. Chaining together kills.
Chilling kills.
But this is one I got to look at and say this one's really good. Summer Catchers I was looking at, and I was trying to figure out what the gameplay actually was. Because I was like, there's racing in this game.
Okay.
Because there's kart racing,
Sure.
but it's not really a kart racer, and I couldn't really determine what you actually did in the game.
I like the colours of this game and like the art style, but I didn't know what you actually did.
You kind of drive around and do stuff, and there's a whale in the sky.
Yeah, it looks
if that
good.
interests you, check out
It
Summer
looks
Catchers.
good. He just seems to be moving from left to right in the trailer. I don't know.
I had to put this in because Skate 4, boys.
Oh,
Skate 4.
Skate 4, everybody.
Skatebird 2020. I just put this in because I was like, yeah, let's just say this is Skate 4.
Yeah.
It's a skateboarding game with birds. Skatebirds.
Skatebird.
Skate 4 announced.
Skatebird.
Every year E3 is on, everyone in the chat is waiting for Skate 4. Why don't they just make Skate 4? People want Skate 4.
Well, the last skate game they made was shit.
Skatebird.
Maybe that's why.
Skatebird is out. Play Skatebird. It's not out. When does it come out? 2020, like every other game.
Yeah. Why are you surprised?
Freedom Finger looks really good. This is coming out this year. And it's like a shooter game, but you play as a giant finger floating through space. So you get to giant middle finger. Fuck you.
That middle finger? Oh yeah. Okay.
I like the art style and it looks pretty fun. It's starring a bunch of voice actors as well.
Yeah.
Like Nolan North and stuff, so should have good voice acting in the game.
I don't know.
Looks really cool. And then you like change it into a fist and punch things.
Yeah.
And then you can pick you're a fist, so you can pick up your enemies and shoot them.
I'm not a big fan of the outside, but I like the mechanic.
Arcade style there, Tony. There you go. It looks like an interesting spin on an old game.
Yeah.
Raw Men. I put this one in because it's Raw Men. Gachi.
I'm not sure that's what they were going for.
They wanted Gachi. Raw Men. Gachi. I thought it looked interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like Splatoon.
Yeah.
But on PC, and you're like a bunch of bakers throwing soup everywhere.
Who are naked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm all for this.
Looks dumb. Could be fun.
Raw Men.
Just put it in as a maybe title. This was announced as like a random game during E3.
That's the mechanic though we want. Hide in the bin.
He's throwing like a ramen nude rice things.
So distracting though. Being naked.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Skate 4.
Splatoon Skate 4 Gachi. New game.
This Foregone game from coming out in 2019 looks really interesting. It completely reminds me of the art style of Dead Cells.
Oh yeah,
You may be thinking, this is Dead Cells. Nope. This is someone who's seen Dead Cells and gone, that art style looks cool. Completely different developer.
It's slightly different.
It looks exactly like Dead Cells,
no,
doesn't it?
some things are different.
Looks good though.
I like it, yeah.
It could be a good Dead Cells ripoff, I guess.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
Anyway, I think we did everything for Ubisoft, so now Squeenix. We didn't talk about the Avengers game.
Oh, do you want to talk about the Avengers game?
I don't know, maybe not. They showed off. I got to show off what the Avengers look like.
Yeah. They look knockoff because they made it like the actual comic book.
So they gave the Avengers the
original comic book look. There it is.
They gave them the look. No, they gave them a look of the. They gave the costumes the look of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but they gave them. They wanted them to be their own characters, so they gave them different faces of like the comic books.
Yeah.
So it just makes them look like the stunt doubles. It makes them look like stunt doubles of the actual Avengers from the cinematic universe. It looks so weird.
It's so weird.
But they only showed off like really bad. The gameplay footage they showed off looked like pre-rendered, and it just didn't look good at all. So Ubisoft again, really poor show. Wait, it's Squeenix, right? Squeenix poor show. Ubisoft poor show. Definitely not interested. And the next big good one was definitely Nintendo.
The last one.
Yep.
2 hours in, we get to Nintendo.
We get to actually look at good games.
We have to go slightly quickly through them though, but
yeah. Okay. Luigi's Mansion 3. Let's talk about this.
Okay, that's a big one.
That looks really good.
That's a big one.
Where's that?
People want.
Here we go. Guys,
we need to release about this.
Pretty much most games I'm going to be talking about here are Switch exclusives if they're first party games. So just assume.
Aren't these all? Apart from.
No, some of them not. So Luigi's Mansion's coming 2019.
Like 4 of them aren't.
And not only can you play as Luigi, but you can also play
mansion
as Gooigi.
Oh.
That was the big announcement. Was the new Gooigi mechanic. Every time I played Luigi's Mansions, I said to myself, "This is good." But can you play as Gooigi? And finally,
Gooigi!
You can now play as Gooigi.
It's basically Slimer though, right? But Luigi.
Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters style inspired.
Yeah.
But there's like they're showing off like multiplayer modes as well that look really cool that you can play with other people. And Gooigis. Gooigis. So we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Dragon Quest character reveal. I don't know anything about Dragon Quest, but it looks if you like Nintendo and Dragon Quest, you may like this DLC for Smash.
Look at that.
I'm not sure if they're all separate characters or you play them all in one character because the character changes, I think. You look. There's the other characters from Dragon Quest as well.
In the actual gameplay, they weren't.
No, they showed.
Oh,
they like
that's
switch
the same
out.
guy but different.
So I don't know if the character is 5 different characters or
I don't know
how it works. Because it has like the JRPG style thing as well that you can use. That some of the other characters do. Because like I think Cloud has a limit bar as well.
Oh right.
Because they bring in like the old mechanics to try and make them. Like the game they're in.
Yeah, well,
the big
one.
The big reveal was this one. So we got Ultimate. So we got the Duck Hunt reveal. So we see Donkey Kong. They're all chilling out. Everyone's like, "What's going on?" They look out the window. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, it's Banjo-Kazooie." No, just kidding. It was the silhouette of Banjo-Kazooie, Duck Hunt, who's already in the game. Everyone's like, what? I saw this and I was like, we got baited so hard by Nintendo. Everyone wanted Banjo-Kazooie and Smash. They're going to bait us that hard. And they're like, no, double bait. Banjo-Kazooie is in Super Smash Bros. As a DLC character. Everyone wanted this. This was the big reveal. This is the big win for Nintendo. I think out of all the E3 conferences, it was either Microsoft and Nintendo who had the best showing.
Yeah.
But I don't own a Switch or play many Nintendo games.
I personally prefer the Microsoft games to the Nintendo stuff. I think even if I owned them, I'd still prefer them. But yeah, I think it's a toss-up between
like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate looks really good,
Yeah,
and the DLC characters look really cool. So that's a big win for Nintendo. We got The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. We saw more gameplay from this. The weird remake of the original Link games and like
it
this
looks
3D
equally
style.
as interesting as before. I don't know.
I put this one in, Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a Star Fox game, but you play as a dragon. That's another Switch exclusive. But it looks good. Looks fun. Just if you're watching and you got a Switch at home, check out these titles.
Yeah, the good Star Fox with dragons. I don't know. Maybe it'd be good. I don't know.
Astral Chain got shown again. If you remember,
Astral Chain.
I'm showing this again because it's the Platinum Games game.
We know. I mean, we see this part, I guess, but.
I think they showed off some gameplay. Let me have a look. Gameplay.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Gameplay.
Yeah, there's a motorbike section.
Not sure that counts as gameplay. All this.
Here we
go.
This looks really fun. We saw this, like, they have the Nintendo Direct conference again, where they have like a day, they just show off tons of their games throughout the day if you're interested in them, which is cool.
It's been more relaxed, isn't it?
We got a No More Heroes 3 announcement for 2020 as a Switch exclusive. We got the No More Heroes on PC, but now we have another No More Heroes game on Switch.
I don't know much about No More Heroes, so...
It's that really bloody game on Wii, I believe. But then this one doesn't look bloody at all.
Yet.
Because they want to be more family friendly, I guess. Like No More Heroes, I think it was like one of the most violent Wii games there was. It's like an actual violent Wii game. But it looks like in this one they've removed a lot of like the violence and stuff and made it. The graphics look terrible now. It's from 2007.
Yeah.
This is what we're talking about. But yeah, It was massively, and that was like something you didn't see on the original Wii. It was like, first party, very family friendly games, But this was like something completely different, and I can't believe this was released on the Wii and was a Wii exclusive. But they're releasing another game, and it looks a little bit more toned down from what we see in the trailer here.
There's no like sparks coming out. Is
fighting robots, no blood,
no sparks.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So
there's no slicing. That's a bit.
I don't know.
Anemic.
Maybe they're making it a little bit more family friendly.
Yeah, but you can just saw sparks going on robots. That's so family friendly. There's no slashing. What the hell?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
When they come for you, I don't know.
Big announcement. New Animal Crossing game. You're gonna go on a desert island.
Okay.
There's a new Animal Crossing game. I've never played an Animal Crossing game, but I know people love Animal Crossing.
Moving on.
Astral Chain's coming August 30th, 2019. Panzer Dragoon, Q4 2019.
Miss Empress.
We haven't talked about it yet.
Okay.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I love Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yeah, they're actually really good.
Actually a legit game. I have Mario, the original one on the Wii.
When I first saw the Wii one, I thought it was a joke, but then I was like, hang on, it's actually really good.
I have it downstairs, and it's a really good game.
I actually want to get Mario Tennis. Not Mario. Is it Mario Tennis?
Yeah.
That looks really good as well.
Mario Tennis Aces, I think it's called.
Yeah, that also looks really good.
We get more Sonic. I love Sonic.
Yeah.
It solely exists on the Sonic franchise, not on the strength of its games.
Yeah.
Whereas Mario exists on the strength of its franchise and makes good games. Games of Hyrule came out, so if you want to check that out. Oh, this is another big announcement. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. They were like, we're not going to make a DLC, we're just going to make an expansion for the game.
Yeah.
It's going to be in the style of Majora's Mask, so it's going to be another dark sequel.
Dark toned. Yeah.
Watch the trailer, dude, because it looks
really cool. Yeah.
It's super fucking horror themed.
It's very Eldritch.
Yeah. The original game, the Breath of the Wild was very much, very kid friendly, very, reserved. But this looks terrifying, which I love when, Nintendo makes dark games because they
actually do them really well, yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't good like Eldritch characters. In my opinion.
The dead man's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
pretty cool. But basically, they showed off cinematic. They said it's in development. That was the big reveal.
Yeah.
2020, get it in the future.
2020. That
we
early.
saw some more Super Mario Maker gameplay, which I believe comes out next week.
Yeah.
So we will see Mario Maker 2 soon. They've gone back on their online stuff.
Oh right.
Did I write that down somewhere? November 2019 is exclusive. Originally, they weren't going to let you play online. If you were playing with your friends to keep the sanctity of matchmaking. They've reverted on that. They've completely gone back. They've decided that was a stupid idea, which it was. So you can play online with friends, which is really cool.
Wow.
Next level.
Next Mario level.
This is a new character. He's gonna be in Smash soon. Check him out. We got to see Doug Bowser as well.
When we can get a reskin of Bowser that looks like the current Bowser.
The new CEO of Nintendo of America. There's another. I need to show off the punch card, the bingo card, because
you haven't graded it.
I couldn't be bothered.
1, 3. Wait, 3, 7, 8.
So people
9,
were predicting
10,
Banjo
10.
being added to Smash. They also wanted Minecraft Steve to be added to Smash.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
What was I also gonna say? Oh yeah, they were like, "Hey guys, you know our new president is called Bowser." They showed that off.
Why have you got Reggie there still?
Everyone loves Reggie.
Yeah, but he's gone now.
Not actual gameplay. So they showed up. Is this like the XCOM Mafia style game?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. I completely forgot what this was. Yeah.
This looks pretty good. Paradox Publishing.
Yeah.
Nintendo. Daemon X Machinima was apparently a big title, September 13th, 2019.
Ex Machina.
Sorry, Ex Machina, which is Latin for from the machine.
Yeah.
That's Deus Ex Machina is God from the machine. The Machina is Latin for machine.
Okay.
And Deus is Latin for God. I don't know what daemon means. It might be Latin for something. Demons.
I don't know.
Demons.
I'm making that.
Demons versus robots. That could be it. What it means. Let's
you
say
mean the
that.
X is like versus.
Demons versus robots. The new game coming out. I think we're almost done.
You say that, but then there's like.
There's a couple of titles that aren't released. We're at the bottom.
Well, no. I was just thinking we come to them in a weird order, so yeah, we're almost done.
Yeah, so that's coming out next week. You can now play with your friends. That was confirmed on Twitter.
Well, we are pretty much almost out of time, so it's good timing actually.
One thing I do want to announce: Spyro Reignited Trilogy is coming to PC in September. I said, with the Crash
coming to PC,
with the Crash Insane Trilogy, Activision they brought it onto Steam afterwards. It's now officially announced on Steam. And Crash Team Racing is out. Activision's publishing it. Bring it to Steam in a year, and I'll play it.
Wasn't it leaked that someone was working on it, bringing it to
Spyro?
No, the Crash Team Racing. Like someone was like, yeah, we're pulling it now or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm making that up, but
that's the end of the podcast.
Whoa, that's a long one.
If you wanted to watch everything that was interesting about E3 in 2 hours as we watch trailers without music, check this podcast out. If you've clicked on the timestamp that shows just the end of the podcast, this is why you're listening to this message.
The one you love.
Yep.
The end.
Yeah. I've been Joe Scorn, joined Tony Turns RT. Goodbye.
Dave says good shows. Bye.